Welcome to ADlib&D, where a group of amateur role-playing enthusiasts run a weekly D&D 5e game with a twist. The viewing public can vote on a large group of random concepts before the episode takes place. Once tallied, the DM will select 5 of the 10 most popular and tailor that episode of the game against the chosen ideas. Anything can happen, no episode will be the same. You can find where to vote on the Filthy Pig Discord server. Now, firstly, I'd like to apologise for the last half of the stream last week due to a technical audio mishap. The audio of the players for the second half of the stream was unable to be captured. To compensate, to summarise what happened, the party made some final preparations before heading north. This involved visiting the resident magic shop by the name of Foreign Antiquities. There, the party bought a bag of holding and some arrows of mini fireball. After this, the group was transported to the edge of the northern wastes by Princess Alandra via her magical means and started to venture forth. The group were able to travel up to around lunchtime, where they spotted a strange sight: Arctic Bugbears dropping all sorts of things, baubles, items of food, and what seemed like coins in a small pit, while the sound of drumming accompanied them. The party attempted to sneak up on the group, but were spotted nearby. There was a short scuffle where the party managed to kill off a few of the bugbears before most of the rest ran away. They did manage to capture one, and the stream, that's where the stream ended. So with that summary in hand, it is, you see Wabani dragging the bugbear who had the self-absorbed frown initially back to where the rest of everyone is, and I think I might take it from there, guys, if you want to continue.
I go investigate the center area while Wabani does his dragging, like run over and have a look.
No.
Sure.
Let's. We gotta make sure none of them got away. Can you still see them? Can you shoot them from a distance? Don't let them get away.
See any more?
Shit.
Jace goes with Azrael.
So are you looking for bugbears, or are you having a look at the center area?
Center area. I want to know what it's about.
Okay.
I head out
I don't know why it's
to.
with advantage.
I'm gonna head out to the ridge top to keep a lookout.
Aren't you dragging the bugbear back?
Oh right, that's right. We knocked one out and gagged one. Right,
Yeah,
right.
I manacled
actually-
it and then,
He was set
Yeah.
unconscious via a spell, as far as I'm aware.
yeah, I put him to sleep with the sleep spell.
Right. Okay. So yes, then indeed, I'll drag him down to the wherever that central ring place was, and then once I dragged him and dropped him there, I'll head up on top of that ridge.
Okay, so the reason why you're rolling with disadvantage, Azrael, is because you're currently exhausted from the cold climate.
That makes complete sense. All right, so I get 10.
Riki can warm you up.
I'm still exhausted, so is Riki. I think me, Riki, and May are exhausted, aren't we?
Because nothing says toasty like a friendly fireball.
Exactly.
So I'll just share the map. And you guys can place yourself where you want. I think you pretty much want to be on the map in the center area.
Yeah, so Jace is approaching.
I'm just
the center
unlocking
area.
tokens so you can move around.
Tactically, we want to be in the center area, or plot-wise, we should be in the center area.
No,
Just
someone
clarifying.
Someone mentioned the center area. He was going to go investigate, and I think Chase wanted to do so as well. Wabani is taking a spot above to look for.
Yeah, don't worry about it, guys.
Coming.
I got a good lookout here.
I'm going to hang out with Wabani.
And what is May doing?
May will probably come over with them as well because she's excited. Wants to see what they're doing up on the hill.
Okay, excellent. So, investigation check. So, Azrael, firstly, for you start to sort through the items that are in this pile. It's quite a large pile, and you get a little bit distracted by some of the coins because there's quite the variety of coins here. There's copper, silver, a little bit of gold and such. But there's also like large chunks of food from some sort of animal, a few of those, and other wooden objects. Jace, as you're working your way through that, you notice the same sort of thing, but you catch something near the bottom of the pile that looks to be of some sort of glass nature.
Can I have a closer look?
Yes, you can. So this bugbear, you put the manacles on, correct?
Yep.
So he would have roused once you've got the manacles on, but everyone else is up on the ridge apart from Jace and Azrael. Now,
Why would he have roused with the manacles on?
well, because he was only magically put to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Does manacles magically wake him up?
Well,
Maybe they were soft manacles.
Sleep spell only lasts for a minute.
it only lasts for a minute as well. But Wabani, you were wanting to look for anything out there, were you?
I keep the fog cloud up that I cast earlier on at the beginning of the battle, so that it blocks that line of sight. And yeah, I'm just staring off to the east, west, and south to see if I can see anything.
Okay, can I get you to make a perception check, please?
Yeah, sure. That is a 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you're looking around. It's a fairly clear day at the moment. There's some trees in the distance as well. It seems to be fairly clear of animals. You can spot a couple of birds circling in, not circling, but flying in the distance. But after probably about 5 or 10 minutes, you catch some movement to the north of you, directly on the map, and you notice that one of the bugbears is sort of probably about 200 feet back or so, and just sort of attempting to hide behind the tree at this stage. Just one of them at the moment.
I kind of very quietly, Riki, do you see it? You see up there? And I point out where I spotted it.
Can you make a perception check as well, please, Riki? With advantage, because he's helping you out.
I can.
So this glass thing I found, can we find more about that?
Patience.
Sorry, I clicked on. I did click on advantage, but it didn't take.
It's because you're exhausted. No, you're exhausted. So it cancelled out.
But I haven't played for 2 weeks. I'm feeling great. What?
So the fatigue you felt from the unnatural cold here makes it difficult for you to focus on what Wabani is pointing out, and all you see is some trees in the distance, but no movement to speak of.
Bloody hell, Riki.
Soft trees want to sleep.
So as this is happening, Jace, you brush some of the coin and food or meat aside, and what appears before you is a small vial with a bit of red liquid sloshing around inside.
Oh, okay. Does it appear to be a healing potion?
It could be. It certainly has all the hallmarks of said healing potion.
Okay. How would I ascertain whether or not it is one?
A bit of time examining it, maybe tasting some of it to see if it is. As you're doing this, the bugbear sort of rouses and looks up at you and goes, "Got him."
Okay. I address the bugbear in common. Do you speak common?
No. It certainly sounds like he's not speaking in common.
Okay.
He's starting to attempt to get himself out of the manacles.
Jace tries again in Draconic and in Elvish.
Neither of those languages work, and he's starting to get a little bit more frustrated with your attempts to communicate. So, what's the DC on the manacles, by the way?
Manacles for a strength, I think it's... Let me have a look. Say on them? Manacles...
It's a 20, isn't it?
DC 20, yeah.
Okay.
Jace turns to Azrael and says, well, do you speak any other languages?
Speak Artic and... What else? Draconic and Infernal? I'll try an Infernal.
Okay, Azrael, as you turn to face Jace, because he's addressing you, the bugbear breaks free of the manacles and jumps up and attempts to smack you in the face with his fist before running off.
Okay.
So, because you didn't disarm him, did you?
I don't know. Did Wabani disarm him?
I don't think so.
I didn't do anything.
Well, I would have assumed that we wouldn't have dragged a sleeping bugbear with. I mean, we didn't say it, but I would have assumed that would have been.
He would have dropped his
obvious thing
weapons
to
when he
do.
fell.
What's your AC?
My AC is 17.
Okay. So he hits you in the chest for 4 damage in the near the sternum, and then turns to run off through the fog cloud to the north. You do get an opportunity attack but you wouldn't have your weapons on you at the moment because you'd be going through the coins and such, correct?
Yeah, I wouldn't have anything out. Assumed we were there to talk to him. And we're just asking him questions while looking through things.
So he starts to run to the north.
Would we spot him? Because we're standing up on the ridge.
Make a perception check. Certainly Jason, Azrael notice. So you guys can have a reaction if you want.
14.
Okay,
Well, okay.
fireball.
If you let us have a reaction, my reaction is
Fireball.
my reaction would be Riki, kill him.
Well, no, people have to make a People
Ooh.
have to make a perception check who the people up on the ridge, but Jason, Azrael get.
They had a natural 20 and a 3.
So do I get an advantage? Do I get an advantage again for a perception check?
Advantage for perception check.
Well, you said I just have to do a perception check.
No, you just roll normal straight perception.
But I'm
Is-
standing up there. Somebody points to him and says, "Look, the big bugbear's running away." I'm aware that there's a bugbear. I'm aware that we're tracking him.
Well, no one said that as far as I'm aware. This has happened at the moment. He's jumped up, clocked Azrael in the chest, and started to run away, while you guys have been looking north to what's happening to the north.
See him, Riki?
I rolled a 14 on my perception.
I'm just looking at the soft trees still.
May rolled a 4. She's looking at the soft trees with Riki. Very interesting soft trees.
Soft trees.
I give Riki and May a little bit shake. Wake up here.
So Wabani, you do notice, but you can either use your action to get them to notice, or you can take an aggressive action. What's your plan?
Shit. I'll take an aggressive action. Seeing him running, I will Sacred Flame him.
Okay. Roll. He ducks out of the way and rolls, and the flame misses. However, the next time... Sorry,
As I
go
say
on.
that, I as I'm using my somatic gesture and saying the words, as soon as the Sacred Flame bursts out, I'm like, "You see that? Now do you see that, Riki?"
They'll get advantage with their
See
perception next time.
what? What?
Can I shoot him with my short bow? No,
You can.
21.
Okay. Roll for damage and sneak attack since it's adjacent, but you can describe his demise as you shoot,
As I destroy
as you destroy him.
Looking down at my manacles. Are they broken? Would they be broken? Would it broke? Surely he would have broken them.
Yeah, he would have broken them.
Yeah.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay, yeah, so looking at my destroyed manacles, just a bit of a huff, now knowing that I don't have the manacles I need to use my whip, and then just shoot him right in the back of the chest with a heart.
So
Annoyed and inconvenient.
So the bolt, so it's an arrow, isn't it? Or bolt?
Yeah,
I
it's an
can't
arrow.
remember. It's an arrow. So the arrow skins past your head, Jace, and lands square in the back of the bugbear's neck, and he collapses to the ground. Gurgling, horrible gurgling noise can be heard from his throat, and blood starts to stain the snowy path.
Okay. Jace uses his bard ability to snatch his shadow as he passes.
Okay, so now you have the bugbear form.
I can choose to adopt it, but I'm not doing it right now.
Let's
No,
not kill
yeah.
Jace.
I understand.
Okay, cool.
Wait, there's another bugbear!
Fireball.
No.
I quickly turn back to look where I'd seen the movement earlier to see if it's still there.
Make another perception check.
Well,
That
Barney,
would
can
be
we
a
get rid of
19.
this fog cloud? It's blocking our view.
Not a chance. There's something up here. And then if I can still see it, I look back at May and Riki and shake my head. And then I go try circling around the trees to get a better sight on whatever it is I spotted.
What? So you're going 200 feet to the north?
Well, not 200 feet, but if I could circle around in terms of if I go east a ways, or going northeast, more east than north, to try to get a better view, a vantage point to be able to see it more clearly, and then shoot if I have to.
Okay. Shoot with what? Sacred Flame?
No. Recognize that Donnaru's gifts come in certain ways, and that my guiding bolt seems to have better distance.
Ah, right. Okay. Using Guiding Bolt. Okay, so you'd have to move up at least 80 feet to do that because he is 200 feet away.
Riki, I reckon if you fireballed with Barney, he'd lose concentration on that fog cloud.
All right, so you want to put yourself off the map then, if you're going to go do that. So you do notice the bugbear. It's still it's the one with the zany smile on it. He still has that smile.
That zany smile.
You don't understand why the heck he's still smiling in this situation. But it's north, so you have to be off the map, Dagobah, to engage with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can only go so far.
Yeah. Okay. So just remember you're about 80 feet from everybody else while you do that. So as you're moving towards that location, can I get everyone to make a perception check, please?
Azrael got a 6. Azrael got a 5, and May got a 5.
Jace got 18.
And Riki? Oh no, Riki's rolled.
I've
Wabani.
rolled. I've got a 9.
You rolled a 19. Okay, so Jace and Wabani, you both feel an odd sensation standing there. It's almost like the earth is shaking a little bit, almost like a mini earthquake. But after a second, it goes away.
Does it seem to be coming from a particular direction?
Make an intelligence check.
And do I recognize such a shaking?
Make a history check.
And looking at where little Cinders is, has Cinders spotted anything?
8.
Roll a perception check for Cinders.
We got
Jace?
0 on my history check.
13.
Okay, so for Jace, you're 8. You attempt to get a bead on the location of this, but it's too it's too spread out for you to understand where it's coming from. With your history, Wabani, no.
0.
It's a history of 0. You can't recall anything of this nature that you've noticed in the past.
Jace grabs Azrael and says, let's get out of here quick. And he rushes up to the top of the cliff with May and Riki and sort of takes cover underneath those bushes.
So I'm moving you back there for now because you can't just go straight up there in one movement, by the way.
Well, you've
he
got
can.
to lock the token, so I'm pretty sure that means I can.
Isn't that one of the magical secret properties that his sparkly chest hair has now?
It
Yeah.
is.
The 300-foot misty step.
Well, they have to be Thunderstep because he can take Azrael with him, apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you continuing to do what you're doing, Wabani, or does this give you pause?
Having noticed the shaking of the earth, I'm still... I remember exactly what these bugbears do, these Arctic bugbears, when they get together. So I'm more focused on them. So I don't rightly focus my mind on it, although I probably should, and I continue to get into position.
So once you get up there, you poke your head around, and you see that same bugbear. He's still about 120 feet away behind that same tree, but he's hiding. Most of it himself is hiding behind that tree. So if you were to take a shot, it would be at -5.
I shout at him before I do it in common. I say, "I can see you clearly. I will kill you in one shot of radiant Donneru-ish light. Get your ass over here." And if he doesn't come, then I'll shoot him.
Make an intimidation check.
Here we go. This is it. Watch this, guys. Here comes 16.
Whoa.
Solid 16.
So
Solid 16.
for probably about a good 10-15 seconds, there is no movement, and then he pokes his head around again, sees you, and then sort of ducks behind again. There was probably a moment of pause in the bugbear's mind, but he's decided that hiding behind the tree is better. Okay, so that gives you this is Jace and Azrael. You get to 2 movements, 2 rounds worth of movement if you want to move.
Right. So that's... move 30, don't I?
You get a movement of 30, so you can dash to move 60. Did you guys pick up any of those things, by the way? Or
I grabbed the potion.
So you've got the
Grabbed
potion.
all the
on you.
coins.
And
Well, there's quite a
Yeah.
few coins.
And or whatever
I would
could
have grabbed some coins as well.
Snap.
Whatever I could get my hands on.
Nothing ever goes wrong
Focusing on the big
stealing a tribute.
denominations. Yeah, well, I think we're getting in trouble. Going to get the trouble regardless, so may as well get the coin.
When you were a kid and you got in trouble, and you knew you were going to get in trouble, did you just dig right in?
No, I didn't actually, but Jace does.
Jace does.
Okay, so
I thought that was an in-character question.
Could be. I'm just cross promotion. Save questions like that for Wednesdays.
Oh yes, good old cross promotions.
Okay, so as you guys are moving up, Wabani, that same bugbear sticks around his head, so you can take a shot at him.
I'm
But
totally
it'll be a
taking a
negative
shot at
5.
him. Yep. -5, guiding bolt. Here we go. That is a big old 5. Oh no, wait. It took.
No,
it,
it's already
it did
got the -5, so it's a 10.
Yeah. 10.
Unfortunately, it's not enough though. As you are cast, he looks on with horror and ducks behind the tree just quick enough, and the bolt slams against the ground behind him. Once you do that, he starts to bolt away.
Well, that was my action, and I shout as soon as the bolt goes in. I was like, "This is the warning shot," and then I start moving. So I move 30 feet. Not 30 feet. My 40 feet towards him.
Okay, so you're starting to chase him.
So yeah, I'd be 120 feet away from the people by now.
You'd be 140 because he's dashing, and you attacked and moved 40 feet, so he's 20 feet ahead of you.
Sure.
Okay, so and now how far away are you from the people? So you moved 40.
No, I figured
You're
figured
about
I'd be
120
100
feet away.
Yeah, 120 feet from
120
the
feet.
rest of the guys.
Okay. As Jace and Azrael, as you move up to the section above, can I get everyone to roll a perception check again, please?
Dude, exhaustion sucks.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Though.
Okay.
Ooh,
19.
Astra got a
So-
15.
Cinder's got 9 and Riki got 3.
Mate got a 3, a 4.
And yourself, Wabani, but this is with disadvantage because you're so far away.
Okay. Oh shoot! Click that way
Mega
too many times.
disadvantage.
It's 1 and a 2, so take your pick. Okay, so Azrael, no one else notices it, but you feel another shake of the ground this time. It feels a little bit more severe. It's almost like something is coming, but you can't see anything. It's just a vibration that you can feel.
I yell
Winter
for
is
everyone to
coming.
take cover.
Something wicked, I would suggest.
Yeah, you can
Something
call out
wicked
if
this
you want.
way
Yeah,
comes.
can I just yell out,
Everybody else looks-
something's coming.
Everybody else looks around a little bit bemused and confused because they don't notice what you're sensing.
Jace has felt it once before, and so he's pretty sure that he knows what Azrael's talking about.
Yeah.
He wants to get as much cover as he can.
Okay,
Can we move
so
more?
you get one more set of movement if you want. And this is the same for May
Okay.
and Riki if you guys want to move.
So these things, these green things, they look like trees, are they?
Yeah, they're trees,
So we could take cover underneath them.
definitely. So what Cinder's doing is Cinder's staying where she is.
Yes.
Cinders is going to vanish into a pocket universe.
Okay.
Can I stealth as a bonus action?
Yes, roll a stealth check.
This is super high, but still with disadvantage. Not bad, double 18, so 29.
Okay, no one knows where you went. You're tired, but it's times like these where you get that moment of focus and find the best opportunity to hide.
You
So
find
Jake-
the snow that's not soft, and you manage to walk on the crusty, hard snow and not leave a footprint.
Soft and I'll dive straight into it, you mean? Only the horns are hanging out.
You roll a 20 in perception. At the edge of your perception, you hear very soft chanting with the local bugbears. They say something that sounds like Gojira, Gojira, Gojira. The rumbling continues.
So as you guys take
Go
cover,
on.
Too.
as you guys take cover underneath trees, everyone starts to feel this vibration, this shaking, and then all of a sudden there's a localized sound near where the pile of meat and loot was, and you hear this cracking of earth, and then you hear us, and then you hear some consuming of meat by the sound of saying. Do you do anything?
Can we see anything from where we are?
No, because you're hiding.
Azrael, crawl to the edge slowly. Like, it'd obviously take 2 phases. Trying to keep stealthy low to the ground. Is that possible, or...?
You can if you want.
Yeah. Like, I'll just use half my movement so I can try and stay as stealthy as possible.
Would anyone hate me if I cast Fireball right now?
It depends on how the outcome is.
Azrael reconsiders in case Riki's casting Fireball.
So
Could also be a nice moment for Fog Cloud.
Fog cloud remains just north of the circle.
So you would have moved up and gotten closer to the bugbear. As you do so, Wabani, there seems to be a group of the bugbears that they seem to have retreated a little distance away, but not too far. And now that you're chasing this one with the zany smile, you can hear the whiz of arrows being loosed. And 3 arrows head towards you.
I pause in my tracks.
Okay, so I'll just roll their attacks. He's the one that's going off on his own.
They are. So you said that I heard the sound. Can I not put dodge on?
Well, you can get dodge on next turn, but you're engaging in trying to chase down this guy, aren't you?
Well, yes, but I'm not so foolish. Like I'm running after him, but I'm not with my head. I'm not doing like a, what do you call it, a Naruto run. I'm paying attention. This is my homeland, So
Okay.
my point that I'm getting at is, if I seen him running off towards a couple of other bugbears, I would have slowed right down. So in other words, I'm saying I would have expected a potential ambush.
Okay, so you're moving while dodging at the same time?
So if I seen the other ones, if I
Well,
seen
you didn't.
him,
That's the point. You've only seen him
Okay.
running away.
I seen him run away, but I didn't see them. Okay, so if I didn't see them, and then if I didn't hear the sounds, then yes, I would have. I wouldn't have stopped.
Okay, so that they reveal themselves behind some more trees to the north that this bugbear is running to, and you do see them after they've attacked the first time.
After they've attacked. Okay, so
Yeah,
it's surprise.
yeah.
Okay.
So the first one flies through and actually hits you. Did you want to attempt to grab the ammunition?
Yeah, I would. Now I don't have a target to put it on the action,
That's okay.
the effect
Just
on.
roll a d10.
So it's
I'm
just a
pretty sure that
D10.
you'll negate it.
Yeah, 5.
So that's what, 15? yeah, so-
something like that. Yes.
So,
Yes.
so you catch the first arrow that sails towards you. You
Dex
can
modifier
throw
plus-
it back, but it's quite a distance.
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have tried to throw it back. I would have just caught it, and once I've caught it, instead of trying to throw it back and using a key point, I would have just caught it and just broke it, and then dropped it, and then I would have stopped my tracks at that point.
Okay, so there's the two other arrows sail towards you. The next one hits the snow at your feet, but misses you. And the third one sails clear. He wasn't expecting you to move as fast as you were, and it flies probably a good 10, 20 feet behind you.
And I'll be like, "Puta de madre de los bugbears," and I'll stop and I'll start backing away slowly, with dodging as I backtrack.
Okay. All right, so while that's happening, we've got Azrael creeping up. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay,
Up.
so your movement is up to there.
Yep. It's 30.
As you move up, you see this giant creature that's heavily armored. It's a bit like a large bulldog, but probably about 15 feet long and at least 5 feet high. And as you move up along the ridge line to catch sight of it, it stops eating for a second and goes and looks up towards you, and then dives into the ground and starts burrowing. Can I get everybody to roll initiative, please?
What have you done, Azrael?
I was just trying to get a look.
XP. He's done. XP. Oh wait, ignore Cinders. Cinders is in a pocket universe.
6 for me and a 9 for Azrael.
Okay, so everybody's rolled there. Dagobah, you can roll as well.
Okay. I cursed in Celestial, so everybody could see it.
Oh, your swearing's all loopy.
It sounded exactly like I said it in Celestial a moment ago. It looks.
Ah, okay. Puta and something about a madre.
Yeah, puta de madre de los bugbears.
Okay, Wabani, you hear the noise to the south. You've been peppered by a couple of arrows, but managed to avoid any damage. But then you hear a roar and some rumbling from the south. What do you do?
I keep my eyes trained on where the arrows came from, and I'll back up. I'll just back up. So if that's 30 feet instead of 40.
So let's say you're about 160 feet away from your group.
Yep.
If you're planning to head back, are you going to be dodging and moving back at the same time?
So what I'll do is I will back up until I find a bit of cover, And then once I've got some cover, then I'll turn and I'll start dashing.
Okay. Are you planning
Dashing
to use
through
any
the
key
snow.
points?
No.
Are you
Oh,
planning
no.
to use any key points, or are you just going to dash?
No. So I'm backing up till I get cover, so this will be my move. Backing up, so the action will be dodge. Backing up till I get to some cover. And then once I have cover, i.e. next turn, I will dash back.
Okay. So, yep, that'll be your turn this time. So
Yep.
you've moved. You're about 120 feet away from your group now.
Yep.
Okay. So a couple more arrows sail towards you, but I think for the sake of brevity, since you're dodging and you're behind cover, they thunk against the trunk of the tree, but nothing gets near you.
Okay.
At the movement of Azrael, this thing dives into the ground. Okay, what can it do? It's got lots of fun things.
Oh no. Fun things for the DM. That means bad things for the players.
I distinctly remember the DM saying that he won't kill us. Come on, people, let's take some risks. I'm dying
We've
to play
got plot armor.
That's right. I'm dying for to play sneaky, the dual wielding emo drow.
So I've got to ask you, Azrael, you were crawling up to get a good view down below, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you're prone at the moment, would that be correct?
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, I wouldn't dash, so I'd take like half my movement being sneaky, so that'd be crawling nice and slow,
Okay,
hoping not to get found.
Okay, so as you're lying there, you see it disappear into the ground, and you're going, shit, where'd it go? Where'd it go? And then you feel the rumbling coming closer and closer, and then right next
to me,
this creature bounds out of the earth and leaps down on top of you. And it's going to make a deadly leap attack. Okay, so it doesn't have. Okay, can I get you to roll a strength or dexterity saving throw, please? Your choice.
100% dex. 23.
Okay, so at the last moment you roll out of the way, but one of its errant claws gets you on the side. As it lands on the ground. You only take half of that, so let me just adjust that.
I was about to say, but I dodged.
So it's half damage on a dodge, so we'll adjust that to back up to 21. And then as you roll out of the way, yes, I can show the pick of the bullet. Bullet.
I wouldn't have
Oh,
seen
no, I
that.
can't. I'll try and find one a little bit later. Okay, and then it attempts to bite down on your prone form. Yep, and since you're lying there, it gets a good perch.
I uncanny dodge as well to half the damage.
I think you should.
Because I can definitely see it now. I wouldn't have seen it the first attack, but yeah, uncanny dodge, so half the damage.
So that's 19. So that was damage exceeded. Okay, so you're on 3.
Fun.
You're on 3 health. So it snaps
Wow.
down on you, and you feel this huge vice-like jaw crush you within an inch of death.
I think the DM's going to kill us. He's changed his mind.
Anyway, that's its turn done. Jace, you're up.
Okay. Jace is a little scared by what he just saw, but he feels like he should probably do something, so he'll run in.
Seeing Azrael get ragdolled, help me!
Currently, this belay has got to Azrael by the jaws and it's kind of ragdolling him at the moment.
Alright, he's going to run in and he's going to stab him with Booming Blade. Try to.
Okay. It has a thick hide.
We'll find out how thick. It's pretty thick. Alright, I'll bonus action, a healing word on Azrael.
Okay. So you're going to target Azrael. Make sure you roll your healing dice. Your
You can
healing
have it at
surge at the
level
same
2.
time.
Do I have to roll anything? Or that's it? Like, you just
Oh,
have to
just
roll
wait
it?
for heals
healing
first.
surge.
Now roll your healing surge.
It's healing surge. Is that the healing dice? The hit dice?
Yep, hit dice
Yes.
at the bottom.
Oh, a fat 2.
Okay. Anything else, Jace?
I think.
Okay, Azrael, you're on the ground. It flings you to the ground and looks at Jace and it growls.
I'm a bonus action Misty Step away.
What?
Sorry. So I'm bonus action Misty Stepping away. So it's a second spell slot.
You're still prone as well, by the way.
Yeah, I'll use half my movement to stand up. I'll target this big boy with my bow. See, I've just been assaulted.
Of course, by
5.
running away, you've given him an opportunity to leap at you again.
That's fine. That's exactly what I want. Should have teleported up to the top of the freaking tree. So that hits. So sneak attack damage. Yes,
Correct.
right?
Yeah, yep. And if you want to add your martial prowess on top of that, unless you were saving it for a crit.
Oh, I'm gonna trip it. Wait, why is it ticked? I only used the disarming one.
Oh, you only get one.
Oh, I can only use one. I already used disarming one today.
Oh, okay. So
I
you've
used it
already
on the
used
bugbear.
then.
Yeah, so I've used it already. So yeah, don't mind that. Sorry, I unticked it. I'll retick it. That won't add it, will it?
No, you have to add the damage on top, so that's fine.
Alright, so sneak attack, damage.
Okay. So you find a sort of softer spot on the back of its hide, and the arrow sinks in, and it just growls in anger. But it's focused on Jace at the moment.
Jace points at Azrael and says, "It was him!"
That's
Nice.
Azrael's turn.
Persuasion
Okay.
roll.
So the zany bugbear you were chasing, Wabani, comes out and tries to take a pot shot you as well. But this one
Okay.
thunks against the trunk as well.
Of course.
Now it's May's turn. Is she going to be brave Mistress May?
May is gonna freaking slaughter this thing. So May runs up.
Brave Mistress May sounds like a schoolmaster. Mistress. Schoolmistress.
School
So,
I
mate.
mean, I was referencing Sir Robin, but you can't really do a Sir on May.
Just gonna stand up and go, excuse me, you're being dastardly. Stop it.
May runs up behind it. Best she can, although it's kind of looking and snarling at Azrael.
Yep.
And bonus action. Bonus action is an Eldritch Smite.
Okay. Oh, no, that's a free action when you hit, isn't it?
Oh, I think so, yeah. She's going to bonus action Staggering Smite as well.
Okay, so she's using one spell slot for Staggering Smite. Yep.
Yep. Oh, wait, that's only on damage, isn't it? Yeah.
That's correct. You've
I
got it
should've
there.
swapped first. Yeah,
That's
so
fine. Just roll your attack first to see if you hit first. And
Okay.
So May gets out her lantern that she's carrying around in the pack and presses a small button, that you've seen her do before, and the blades come out of the base of the lantern, and then she swings down and catches a glancing blow against the back of the hide of this creature. So you've hit. Are you adding your the smite as well?
Can she
both
do
your spell
both?
slots? She could, yeah.
No.
But
she's
now
gonna
you have
save
no
one.
spell slots.
She's gonna save one. She's gonna save one, surely.
So what does the hit do for staggering smite?
Staggering smite just adds. It's pretty much the same. It's just psychic damage instead, I think. Bonus action. Next time you hit a creature with a melee attack, 4d6 psychic damage to the target.
But also, it must make a wisdom saving throw on a failed save. It has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and can't take reactions until the end of its next turn.
Go.
So, anyway,
That's pretty
roll
nice.
damage first.
Yep, roll damage.
Okay, and do the cast for staggering smite to see whether it fails its wisdom saving throw. Oh,
Aw.
natural 20 for the bulle.
Oh, that's
So,
unlucky.
So,
Yeah.
it gets hit by the resounding smack from May, but it seems to shake off the effect and is immune to that effect. So May gets to make a second attack if she wants.
Yep, so just a regular attack.
I mean, she doesn't have to.
She doesn't. She doesn't have to hit it again. She swings again, and a big miss.
So, seeing that this creature doesn't seem to be moving too fast, she swings again, hoping to hit the same area. But at the last moment, it sort of rolls a little bit, and the flail, the lantern flail, sort of bounces off the thick hide.
It's May.
Okay, Riki, you're up.
Oh, I wonder what I will do. It's a big mystery.
Don't say fireball.
They'll be
Fireball,
fine. They'll be
fireball.
fine.
Well, you know what? I can target a fireball so it doesn't actually hit May or Jace, I think.
I like how you said May first, then left a pause.
I like
yeah,
how you said
that's
I
right.
think.
I think. I'm like, well, I'm not the best
You've seen
person.
Jace's chest absorb fire before, right?
I just want to make it sparkle. I can't help but wonder what would happen if it was given the chance to truly shine. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I can actually target the fireball, so it whomps the Arctic bullet. Just, May and Jace get to stand there with their hair wafting in the breeze.
I'm sure you can do that.
Thank you, DM. I'm sure too. All right, here we go.
Oh, it failed. So it's focused on the damage behind it, and a bead of red light flies out, and then there's a roar, and the flames engulf this creature for a second. And even though it's taken a bit of a beating, it's still standing there, and it's quite angry at the moment.
Good. It sucks. And I carefully move back into the tree line a bit further. Very bravely.
Jason
Climbs up to the first bit of branches.
You see him sort of checking his clothes to see if they've been singed by that fireball.
Shad, I told you to
Whereas
turn it down
May
on the
is-
hairspray this morning, Jace.
May's got her hands out, warming her hands up.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Whoa, good job!"
Yay!
Not so cold anymore. My
Yay!
exhaustion is gone.
I fixed it. We've reversed that, haven't we, DM?
Not until you have a long rest.
The surge of adrenaline makes up for the exhaustion. That's physiology.
101.
Yeah.
All right, Wabani, you're up.
All right, so I drop my dodge and I take off. I turn from the cover and I dash back towards my companions. So I'm dashing 80 feet of 120, I guess, is where I'm at.
Okay, so you're about 40 feet from where your token is currently.
Okay, so if I'm 40 feet away, is that within Sacred Flame distance?
What's the range on that? That's 60?
60 feet, yeah.
No, just out of the range. 65 feet at the moment.
I say no words as I'm I'm not Naruto running, but pretty close to it.
You couldn't use Sacred Flame anyway because you dashed.
Shush, Jim. It would have been fine. Yes. Clearly, I would never have done such a thing.
Unless, of course, you want to spend a key point. I mean, that's fine too.
Well, Bonnie didn't think of that, and his turn is gone.
All right, so a couple more arrows fly towards you, Wabani. Actually, 3.
But I'm running so fast.
I know.
They would have gotten snow. The snow that was drifting up from my heels because it was so fast.
So
been like,
they're shooting
counter
at a long
missiles.
range. So they're not being particularly accurate. Oh, natural 20 dropped.
It's unlucky.
It is. Oh, and a natural 19 dropped as well. Wow. Okay, so they shoot, but this human is too nimble, and the arrows fall short.
And I use the snow to my advantage, raising snow dust counter missiles.
Okay, so the Arctic Bugbear turns and ignores Jace because he hasn't really done anything to him, and focuses on May, who's been laying into this creature quite a bit, and decides to attempt to bite at her twice. The first one connects. Is there any reactions you want to do, Azriel?
As May
As May, yeah. I don't know whether she has any reactions.
does. Oh, she is gonna up a fat shield.
Oh, okay. That'll still hit, though, you're aware.
What will it?
Yeah.
I thought it cancelled the attack. Alright, that's fine.
No, it adds +5 to your AC, and if that cancels it, it cancels it. But her AC is 19, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll add 5 to it to be 24, and it rolled a 24, so that still hits.
Oh, okay. Easy. That, and that should be automatic.
Okay. So it bites down hard, and May feels its vice-like grip as it chomps down and starts to crush her armor a little bit.
No!
And then it follows in with another bite.
Not cool.
Oh, it's cool.
This one, though, it sort of picks her up and throws her around a little bit, and then launches her down to the ground and attempts to bite her again, but she rolls out of the way and looks angrily and steely at the creature. Jace, you're up.
Jace is going to have another crack with his rapier, hopefully with better luck this time. And he hits.
He hits.
And he's going to follow up with Psychic Blades.
It roars in anger, but it's still up. It's looking a little bit injured now.
A little bit injured.
A little bit injured.
You find a weak spot on its back, the area that that Azrael's arrow struck, and you sink your rapier in, and it causes a little bit of bleeding, and it roars. It goes, but it's focusing on May at the moment.
All right. Jace calls out, "All right, I think that I've got him on the ropes now. Someone finish him off."
Alright. Azrael will just target the bullet again because there's not much else he can really do. Shot. Ooh, a fat miss.
You see May being thrown around like a rag doll, and your focus is lost temporarily, and the bow sort of lands and thuds at Jace's feet.
Hey, watch it!
Azrael says nothing.
Azrael says nothing, just shocked that he missed the giant creature.
It's got a pretty thick hide.
Yeah.
Okay, Zany smiling bugbear takes a shot, but misses Wabani. May, you're up.
The May, after getting attacked by the creature, swing at its head.
And hits.
It's with a 20. Special because she it's an 11. See that she did a heap of damage. She'll bring the flail up again for a second hit. Hits it again.
All right. So with two strikes, the creature is starting to look a bit hurt.
They will be like, I think I've almost got it, guys. So,
Riki, you're up.
Am I? Wonder what I'm going to do. It's all a bit of a mystery.
Another fireball.
What a surprise!
What
Who
a
would have
surprise.
ever seen that coming? We're in the Arctic area amongst creatures who probably don't like fire. Oh,
Okay.
Everyone's feeling toasty and warm. We all huddle around the burning carcass and roast marshmallows.
That's a huge,
Staked high
huge damage
heaven
roll
of-
too.
Yeah, that was
39.
nutty.
Describe its
Gosh.
demise, please, Riki.
All right. It catches the edge of the flames. They lick over it. It has a surprised look on its face, as if it's never quite experienced or expected this level of heat before. It stares out of the flames and looks at you at one last gasp of desperation before its dying breath leaks out and it crumbles into a heap. Flames lick over its body and continue to burn from the visceral and surface fat that's accumulated from years of being fed from the desperate bugbears. It continues to burn in a quite toasty and warm manner as you all huddle around it with marshmallows.
It smells of
Wow.
incense and jasmine.
Let's sing some songs.
I will
We'll
be
make
right
it-
back.
Let's make a campfire. We'll sing some songs.
That's awesome.
These bullets mostly come out at night.
Mostly.
Okay, so it sort of whines as it gets scorched before the flame takes over, and then it plonks onto the ground. So, Jace, Wabani, you come running in just to see Riki finish off this creature with her magical might.
And I'll be like, one of
Might-
those.
Might be
They make
magical.
good jerky.
It could. I burnt it a bit. Sorry.
Jesus.
You can't make jerky after you burn it to bits.
Yeah, but that's consider it slow cooked.
But you know that you see the strange teeth that they got there?
I stayed back. I didn't really see them up close, but okay, keep talking.
So you're
So,
still
I mean,
being
I can see
pursued
you
by
guys are
bugbears,
warming your
by the way.
hands.
So as you're talking, some more arrows come sailing towards you. You seem to be a bit resigned at the moment.
Well, Paddy,
Oh,
what
right.
have you done?
There's they were huddled up there to the north, about a couple 100 feet away. Yeah, this might have been their deity or something like that. They kind of do weird shit like that. But you know, its teeth
As
are
you're
made of
talking.
ivory.
As you're talking, some arrows come sailing towards you.
I pick them out of the air.
Well, the first one misses you terribly. Wow, it's a hit.
And I
You want to roll your d10?
yeah, I will roll my d10.
Actually, no, it shouldn't matter. Mainly because, what is it? It's d10 plus 11 or something?
2 plus 4 plus 5, 9. Yeah, 11. Yeah, plus 9.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So you catch one in the air. The other two miss.
And I break the one I catch as it and drop it to the ground. Those little shits. Better take some cover and deal with these buggers.
So you're coming in to engage with these bugbears. You're taking some cover?
And if
Right.
any of them are within view, I'll Sacred Flame.
All right. Well, you spent most of your action talking to to Riki, unfortunately. So you get a move action, but that's about it.
So my action was basically let everybody know bugbears are coming.
Yep. Jace, turning around, you catch sight of probably about 3 or 4 bugbears following Wabani.
Okay, how far off are they?
They would be in the order of 150 feet or so.
Okay. I'm going to move.
I'm just going
30
to
feet.
add them. So we'll just orientate it so they're coming from here instead. It's just easier. So they're coming from the south, which is actually the north.
Oh, that's not very satisfactory.
Are you trying to hypnotic pattern them?
That was the plan, yes. Okay. This bullet, it's big, it's huge or large or something like that.
It's large.
Can I take cover behind it?
Yeah, you should be able to. It's a burnt mess, but it's still high enough that you should be able to take cover.
Okay, Jason's going to fire off a firebolt rather, at one of them, and then he's going to take cover behind the bullet.
So they're about 150 feet away, by the way.
Oh.
I've just put them on the map so they're easier to target.
Right,
So,
okay.
Did you want to delay your action or something?
So I need to move 30 feet closer to them then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take cover as much as I can, and I'll ready an action to cast a firebolt as soon as he comes within range.
Okay. Azrael, you're probably about
away.
140 feet. Oh, that's right. He stepped away. Okay, he's going to get out his. He's probably going to do the same. He's going to take cover behind the bugbear and ready an action as well.
He'd do a hide action as well.
Yeah, he probably would. We just roll for him. But the effects of the battle are affecting him, and he does his best to hide. Okay, May, she sees the incoming creatures and seeing that you're both taking a cover position, she does the same and readies Eldritch Blast.
I got this, boo.
Riki, they're about 140 feet away from you at the moment.
Are they?
Indeed.
Are they indeed? All right, just a sec. 20-foot radius. What can I cover with that?
I think so.
You just right click.
How about I help you out there, Riki, with my already drawn 20-foot radius bubble up here that's the fog cloud.
Yes, please. That would be
There
very
you go.
helpful. Thank you. Oh, so I can get 3 of them. Good. I get 3 of them.
What's the range of Fireball? Is it 150?
No, this is not Fireball. This is Ice Storm.
Okay.
Why do you want to play a wizard? They said. Let me have a bit of a think about it. I said Frankie. Oh dear, that was amusing. All right. I just sit down and have a bit of a rest after that, I think.
So, describe how this ice storm appears. It's just slamming chunks of ice.
The booming sound suddenly appears in the distance. Very large chunks of things rain down shit upon a group of very unexpectedly terrified bugbears. One gets smacked in the head and doesn't get up again.
They seem to resist the cold portion of that ice storm.
Yeah, but nobody with cold resistance can really resist a boulder to the face.
No. Okay, well, Barney, what are you doing as they move up?
I'll come finally make my final way up to stand directly in front of the corpse of the dead and burning Boulay, and I'll look at the bugbears fiercely. And is anything? Nothing is within range that I can get.
So they're coming from the north. I've just put them down to the south because it's easier.
No, I get it. And I debate, and I mutter to myself, to fog cloud or not to fog cloud. What's the smart thing to do here? So I'll come and stand in front of them, and I'll just dodge for the moment because they're not within range.
So you'll probably fog cloud all the people with readied action so that they can't use them, right?
No, I'm not fog clouding. I'm dodging.
So just thinking. Okay, as you do, the bugbears start to race towards you. The ice storm pelted and destroyed them to a certain extent, but they're still standing and they're racing towards what's left of them is racing towards you. And then you see an arrow shoot from behind a tree to the north and gets one of the bugbears in the neck. The one with the tiny bristles, and he collapses to the ground and bleeds out.
The arrow came from one of our people?
Nothing. No one of you guys.
Oh.
And
so when you
Trist.
say it came from the north, it came from further north than where they are?
correct. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Drist.
It's right. You see a black panther striding towards the next one, one of the other ones, gets engulfed in flame that you recognize, Wabani, and it collapses to the ground, burning out.
I recognize the flame?
Yeah, sacred flame.
Oh. And I shout out using thaumaturgy.
Donnaru has got you in her grips.
I did not understand that at all.
That's okay, because Donnaru had my voice.
Oh, all good. All right. So as the last one races, not realizing his brothers had fallen, they come within range of pretty much everybody. So do you want to unleash your attacks?
Pew pew pew.
Yep. We all shoot at once.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a fine red mist after this. All right. So Azrael takes a shot with his short bow.
Be embarrassed, James.
And that one
Be
hits.
embarrassed.
Oh, there we go. So the arrow shot from Azrael sails forth and catches him in the chest, and he keeps running for a little bit, not realizing that he'd been struck in the heart before he eventually collapses to the ground. And May finishes off the bugbear with two solid eldritch blasts to the shoulders, and they rip off his arms as he collapses to the ground. Can everyone make a perception check, please?
Next time, Azrael, shoot him in the lungs. 26.
6.
Okay, both May and Azrael are exhausted, so they're probably just trying to get their breath back. But Wabani, you catch sight of two humans coming in from the north. They're wearing similar garb to what you're used to. They seem to be of the northern wastes. Do you do anything at the moment?
I put my bone through. I grab my bone, one of the bones, the non-discrepant looking bones from my backpack, and I stick it through my nose.
Okay, so
And I was like, looks like some tribesmen are coming. Be ready.
Do they speak common?
Yeah.
okay. So as these two, do you show yourselves or do you keep hiding?
I'm
Jace.
standing in front of the boule.
Jace steps forward and approaches them, arms open.
As soon as you start stepping towards him, I put my hand in front of you, and I was like, "Stay back.
Whoa.
Okay.
They're
As
approaching
you-
us.
Let them approach."
As this happens, I think this might be a good point to go on our break, actually, after that. So we
Sure.
might go for about 10 minutes or so.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. Hang on. All right, so we'll see you in about 10 minutes, everyone.
Okay, super. Back in a minute.
You are listening to ADlibnd. Now let's get back to the adventure. Welcome back, everyone. So where we left off is the party managed to dispatch an Arctic Bugbear, several Arctic Bugbears and a Arctic bullet before they saw coming from the north some human that looked to be human barbarian Northern Wastes style people coming in from the north. So as these two get closer, you can see that one of them looks to be a female, early 20s with straight dark hair cut short. Her white skin has been tanned from the sun. She's wearing furs and leathers and also has what seems to be a wooden staff decorated with feathers, teeth, seed pods, and other paraphernalia. But then there is another one who's in his late 20s, seems to be a big, bulky brute of a man that carries a large axe and a small bow over his slung over his shoulder. He's wearing cold weather gear, but no armor.
And as they're starting to approach, and I'm holding Jace back, I was just like, let them approach. And then I whisper back to Riki, Riki, just if you've got a fireball, just be ready.
Something just as good, perhaps? Yes, I'll be ready.
Are they within talking distance yet?
They are pretty much up to talking distance now, yeah.
Jace holds up a hand and says, "Hail, friends, and well met."
The woman looks towards Jace for a second and then gets a bit of a rundown of the group as it stands, and seeing Wabani there, looks to him and goes, "That elf, he speaks for you, is that right?"
No. What tribe?
"We come from the Ragged Tooth tribe." Make a history check, Wabani.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty easy DC. Natural 1 and a total of 0. Fantastic. So in the moment, with you coming across someone of the tribes that run around the Northern Wastes, your head is a blur, and you don't pick up on it on that name in this instance.
Never heard of your tribe.
What
Must be one
are
of the
you-
smaller ones.
Oh, what are you Southerners doing here at the moment? She stands looking around at both of you.
And I look at
We're here to save the world.
Jeez. What business is it to you?
What tribe do you come from, hairless one?
I am a scion of Donaru, and we are here on a holy mission. And I step forward in my bow-legged fashion. And I indicate These are the most esteemed and wise companions. You would be served to heed their words.
As you step away and reveal the charred corpse of the bullet, the younger heavy built male goes, that they seem to have taken down that creature. Maybe they are a bit more versatile and able than that last group that came through.
A cup of tea. This young one here, and I point to May, she did it all on her own, more or less.
Is that so? Well, look, we came this far south chasing that creature there. She points towards the bullet. And we're quite surprised you managed to take it out all on your own. Lesser people would have perished against them.
We are certainly not lesser. We are greater.
She looks over at Azrael, who's still suffering from some of the damage that he took from the bullet. Well, some of you, I see, faced its vicious bite.
That's just because he's not used to the cold yet. It's impinged on him, as well as the small one as well. But still, she swings a mighty blow.
You mentioned some others from the south. We are seeking some such as these. Do you know where they are?
They foolishly went north. We told them they shouldn't go there, but, well, we couldn't stop them.
So, they're north?
Yes, they went into the long, cold death.
Well...
North and dead, or north and unknown?
No, they went to the long, cold death. Make a history check, Wabani. Another 0, please.
Here we go.
Another 0.
12.
No, you haven't heard of this. It sounds like a place, but when you lived in your tribe, any mention of things to the north were few and far between. Not many people spoke of the far north.
I say,
and usually it was in hushed tones.
And I say, you lie. I've never heard of such thing.
Is there a wall? Like, is there... just wondering.
You've passed the wall. It's the mountain range.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
The ice wall.
Jay says to them.
That's it.
If they went north, we must go north also. I don't suppose you have mounts that you could sell us to help us on our way?
Oh, no, we don't deal with that kind of thing. There's no point. They die off quick enough. Yes, they do. But you're welcome back in our tribe for the time being. Anyone who can slay a creature such as that is good by my books. If you would like to accompany us.
That would lead us that way. It would be smart.
It still burns. Do you have any marshmallows?
What are these marshmallows you speak of?
Oh, southerner frivolity. Never mind.
They're delicious.
Come and share some.
Does Azrael get his yogurt kit out and start setting it up on the bullet?
Can I make new yogurt?
I'm just imagining like a combination of bullet, bacon, and yogurt. That's just the most disgusting thing I could ever think of.
Oh yes.
Bullet bacon.
Did Jason and Azrael finish looting the treasure?
You can do. I'll throw that into the party sheet.
I get.
Awesome.
So you say you've been chasing this bullet?
Yes, we tracked it from the north of our tribe. They don't usually come this far south. This one caused a bit of havoc in our region. We were trying to get rid of it.
I kick one of the bugbears that's dead I think perhaps this posse here was looking like it was trying to summon it. Are you having particular issues at the moment?
Well, we've been seeing quite a few of the northern creatures coming down much far beyond what they normally range from. And this bullet's no different.
Are you your tribe's witch doctor? You look young.
No, that's Alensi over there. And he points to the female. Who's walking in the front.
I was talking to the female. I thought I was talking to the female, sorry.
Oh, okay, no. You were talking to the man.
Yeah, my bad. So more witch doctors are heading outside of their tribe borders. How far is your tribe from here?
Who are you addressing now?
I'm talking to the witch doctor because she's got more. I think she should have more authority.
Right. Okay. Sorry. Just confirming.
Yeah.
She looks and goes, "Yeah, you look the view of a witch doctor as well. Although I haven't seen you around here. Yes, I help out, and we usually discuss where we need to go over the summertime to bed down to the winter nights, and it's been difficult going the last year or so. These creatures have been coming into our lands way too often.
For a year?
Yes, about a year. It's been on and off over a year. Yes.
That's about the time the troubles started.
Did they say it was a year ago? I didn't think it was that long ago. Was that right?
What troubles do you speak of?
I look at her for a moment, and I look back at Jason Riki. That can't be right. Was it a year?
That's what they all say.
Yeah,
we lost
remember?
Some time somewhere.
It was that hellish stay with the place with the really shit food.
Yeah, that's my suspicion also.
I suspect
need to,
he stole life from us. That's my suspicion.
We need to go and see your elders, Evensi. What was their name? Evensi?
Alvensi. Alensi.
Alensi, you need to take us to the elders.
Well, we will take you as far as our village, but as to elders, we've lost quite a few over this year, and our leader, Usis, has been missing for a few weeks.
Missing how? What? This is because of the troubles?
Yes. Well, we've been trying to find out why they've been coming so far south, and he, being our best tracker and scout, decided to go out and range to the edges of the long cold death. But we have not seen him since.
He did not go. Did he go before or after this other group of Southerners arrived?
No, he went after them. He wasn't following them per se. He was decided that if he could not solve why they were coming south, we may have to move our camp a long distance, much closer to the mountains.
Yes, well, that would be a wise course of action. How long ago was this?
What? Usis? He disappeared. He left about 3 weeks ago. He should have been back about a week ago, but we haven't seen him.
I see. Your elders are gone. Your best tracker is gone. It would be wise, Alensi. What was the other guy's name?
He hasn't said his name yet.
It would be wise, Alensi, if you return to your tribe and start packing. But look, I think if you can point us in the direction that Usis went, and those Southerners, that also is a good course of action. And I looked then at Jace and Riki and Azrael, looking for their thoughts.
Yes. I think that we have common cause, and if we were to overnight in your village, that would be most welcome.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Wabani.
Oh,
Since you're leading this.
yeah, okay. Phew. Well,
Okay. Shit.
there's been so many ones.
Yeah, there has been tonight, hasn't it? Alensi looks to you and goes, "Well, I don't want to leave our current home if we don't have to, but what you speak of makes sense. But it'll be hard to convince the others without our the sword Usis carries. That the item carries much weight. If you can find Usis and retrieve that sword for us, then I should have a better time of sending him back, sending everyone back to the south."
How far is your your guys' tribe from here?
Oh, it's probably about 2 more hours. We should get there just before dusk. It's
think
currently
it'd be-
about 2 p.m.
It'd be wise if we head that way. Do you want to do anything with the bodies?
Are you guys still talking here? I thought you were following them because they were turning around to head north. Once you revealed what happened to the bullet,
Ah,
Happy to
they've
help.
been walking and talking kind of
Yep.
thing. That was my assumption.
okay.
Definitely happy just to follow. Bruised and battered.
Can I get everyone to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage again, please? Except for Wabani.
Oh.
Elf.
Azrael?
Can you roll a second con save there, Riki, please?
Now, Jace has far more
12.
expensive furs than everyone else.
And unfortunately, they don't do the job.
Oh.
Fancy doesn't mean good.
The tailors of Medagno cannot realise how cold the northern wastes are. Okay, so unfortunately, both Jace and Riki, you suffer a point of exhaustion as the cold affects you again as you travel north. So now that's Jace's exhaustion 1 and Riki is at a level of exhaustion 2. So I'll set that up. One moment.
Riki starts swearing in Celestial. Puta madre! She's looked in her book. She looks in some other interesting language. Lech me homage!
So you can see that Riki is really struggling under these conditions. It's something she is not used to compared to you, Wabani.
She just wants to crawl into her little backpack into her tiny house where little Bindi is quite sensibly stashed.
As you progress northwards, Alensi looks back at the group and the looks of like the large black bags under their eyes, and she goes, "Your companions, they not used to this weather, are they?"
No, unfortunately. I'm not sure what to say at the end of the day. The Southerners, they just don't know. The clothes aren't, I guess, adequate for their bodies.
Got any spare jackets to spare, please?
I got you can use my bedroll.
Once they get to our village, they will at least be able to sleep fitfully.
I'm trying really hard to not set your forest on fire, but it's getting harder by the minute.
You can hear Bindi whisper in your ears, "Kill all humans! Kill all humans!"
They will burn. Toastily. You can roast more marshmallows.
So it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, by your reckoning, with the sun on the probably on its way down. It is summer, so it's up a little bit longer in the summer month. But you come across the small smattering of tents that Alensi and the other tribe member live in. There's probably about 20 or so tents set up across a small plain here. There's a small river with water running slowly, trickling slowly down, and you catch sight of probably about 10 or so people of varying ages, and probably about 3 or 4 children. And she, as you get closer, you can see Alensi and the other look with happiness to see that the people are still there, and Alensi looks to Wabani. Welcome to the Ragged Tooth tribe. What is left of it, anyway? Now, we don't have use of all these tents, and you can stay here and use 1 or 2 of them if you need to, or you can find your own accommodation if you've brought it. But you're welcome here for the night.
I would suggest, Riki, that if you want to do your special hut, that might be worth doing soon to recover.
Yes, I am. I cast Lemon's tiny hut as a ritual, but I also go and I imagine that working through Wabani would be more helpful than by myself, and I attempt to negotiate for some warmer clothing if they have any to spare, and I'm prepared to be quite generous.
Before you cast your hut, I kind of quickly whisper in your ear that it would probably be very suitable if we could use your hut as a place to negotiate as well.
Yes, well, let's do that. Will they find it impressive, or shall I make it bright pink?
No. Not bright pink. That wouldn't be wise. Keep it off-white.
Okay, off-white. Off-white is
They'll be
sensible.
impressed.
Snow color. That's right.
So, just to make sure, you're aware that if you leave the hut, it disappears, right?
I stand in the doorway and look mysterious.
Yep.
I am the woman of the fireballs.
And I gesture to Alensi. I know you said your elders have been killed, but if you please would join us in the hut and be warm, we can discuss a little bit more. And if there is someone other than yourself who's a leader in the tribe. Well,
unfortunately, it's just me and Sormon here who would be considered part of the elders here now.
Maybe if Sormon wants to take care of the children, maybe the children can come in if he can keep them quiet.
Does Soren know any good tricks?
He's good with the axe, if that's what you are suggesting. No?
What is an axe trick?
Well, he can cut down a tree in one swing sometimes.
As a trick?
Well, what's the trick in where you come from?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps our children are easier entertained than yours. Come into my tent. Let me give you hideous amounts of money in exchange for warm clothing, please.
Please.
Oh, I'll see what I can do. So you set up a hut, and as you cast the spell, they look on you with a bit of confusion because you're sitting there for about 10 minutes, focusing your eldritch magic, or not eldritch, your arcane magic, and then after after that time, the hut materializes and they look on with quite a bit of wonder. The kids walk up. Now you can choose who is allowed in and out of this thing. Are you allowing everyone in this village through?
Yes, I am. I'm magnanimous and cold and very tired.
So the kids, the three kids that are around, look on in wonder and try and touch it before they fall through the sphere because they're allowed inside, and you see them sort of tumble inside and giggle, and then that they look around and go, "Ooh," and start talking furiously amongst them, but not in common. This seems to be a local dialect that they're speaking in.
Ricky makes the floor jumpy.
I do, and I stretch out my arms and ask for hugs because I'm presuming these children are warm and I'm very cold.
Make a persuasion check.
Hey, come on, kids! I've got a squirrel. It's cute.
If
No,
Bindi comes out, then
don't
with
take
advantage.
Bindi out. Don't take Bindi out.
Bindi will be a snack. That would be very bad. So persuasion, hey?
Well, are you bringing Bindi out?
No, I'm not
Okay.
bringing Bindi out.
They look at you and they keep their distance probably about 5 feet away. They don't want to a hug from a stranger.
I endorse that. That's a sensible decision. How many children are there?
3.
I flipped them 2 gold coins each.
They look at the coin strangely, and they enjoy how it glitters in the light, but I don't think they quite comprehend the form of using currency in daily life.
Really? They're that removed from society?
They
Yeah.
pretty much are. Have you seen Wabani?
Have you seen this man?
Have I seen him? Have I seen him? Have I truly seen him? I turn around and I stare at Wabani with a new and fresh understanding. I'm sorry, Wabani. Perhaps I should have been more patient with you.
It's all right. It's all right.
Does everybody enter into the dome?
Yeah, Azrael's definitely in the dome.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got his
The dome.
He's got his bedroll and blanket out. He's all curled up. He's like, never leaving again. Never leaving again.
So it's nice and warm in the dome, thankfully. And
Can I write a little? I'm so tempted to write Thunderdome on the top of it.
I'm sure Azrael can do that with his minor illusion.
Yeah, all right. Minor illusion, Thunderdome on the top.
Okay, the Alensi and Sormon arrive probably about 5 or 10 minutes later with one other of the tribe, a man in his probably late 40s, but he looks for all money to be 60. It's quite a difficult life up here. Just to make sure that Riki knows how to pronounce and write Sormon's name.
Sormon the Wise.
Well, I don't know how wise he is.
He was Saruman
Toot,
the
toot,
Wise,
toot, toot.
but now he is Saruman the... What does he say? I forget that line.
He becomes Saruman the White, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, he
Saruman
was
is
already
always
the
white.
white.
Yeah, Gandalf's the one that goes from grey to white.
Yes, but Gandalf insults him and says, "You once were known as Saruman the Wise, but now something. Old man fights with sticks." I don't know. Please don't hate me.
That's it. We're off the air.
I love it.
Way to go.
I couldn't say it. I just couldn't say it perfectly, so I didn't try.
And
Saruman the Foolish.
And then they throw the ring into the volcano. The end.
The end.
So-
Is this man Saruman? Because I'm going to hit him in the head if he is.
No.
Good. Let's not do that then.
Sorman was the one with Alensi.
Yes, he was the bulky brute of a man.
Oh, definitely.
He's currently carrying a selection of woolen clothes
Oh my
from
goodness.
various beasts.
Oh.
And Lency points to that and goes, Small one. You require something warmer.
So these cloaks, are they taken from beasts that used to wear them, or are they made from beasts?
They're made from beasts.
Oh, that would have provided an interesting backstory, but I'm too cold to care. Which one would fit me best and provide the most warmth?
So Sorman picks out one and goes, "Well, this one would probably be best, but it's my young son has just grown out of this. It could be of use for you." And he hands it over to you. On closer inspection, though, you see that the clothes that they have are very similar to the ones that you have, and it's probably more a factor of spending a lot of time here than the actual clothes they wear.
But you know what? 2 layers is still 2 layers, so I accept it willingly and put on extra clothing.
So Riki has now become Riki Michelin woman.
Just layers. The more
No.
layers, the better.
She just waddles along and every now and again manages to slowly pull her arm out to the side and flick her fingers a little bit and cast a fireball.
Yeah. Or a
See-
fireball apparates from the friggin' clothing just out of like
That's
a
right.
bundle of nothing.
So if a very tall, strong person could perhaps carry her and point her at the baddies whenever they appear, that would be helpful, thank you.
She can't even see.
So
There's a
There's no eye holes.
fairly large radius to these spells, it's fine.
So Alensi looks up at the hilarity that is Riki at this point in time, and says, "We will be bringing food soon, and breaking bread to discuss our troubles with you, if that's okay."
The older fella that came in with Alensi, I check him over to see what kind of bones he's wearing.
He is wearing a couple more bones than Alensi. So you suspect he's probably one of the most senior witch doctors here, and probably Alensi is his protege. But he's silent at the moment.
I nod to him solemnly, and I say, Jace, your bag of holding for a moment. Can you pull out the shovel, please?
The shovel.
Yeah, I put a shovel in there.
Jace gives Wabani a look and rummages around in there momentarily, and he pulls out something that's not a shovel.
No.
Is this what you want?
No, I need the shovel. Give it to the kids. It'll be an enormous gesture of goodwill.
When Jace hears this, he decides to stop teasing Wabani, and he puts it back and grabs the shovel out of the bag of holding and hands it to Wabani.
No, you need to give it to the kids.
Okay, Jace holds the shovel out towards the kids and says, here you go.
One of the kids, probably the Sormon's son, the bravest of the lot, sort of creeps up and snatches it out of your hands and races out of the dome quickly.
And I look back. Useful things like that have more value than money up here. Just a word of warning. Some, though, know the value of coin. Not many. I look to kind of give a head gesture to the older fella. He would probably understand. He's very clearly one of the elders. You see how many bones he's got?
I see.
He nods in your direction, Wabani, and then at Chase, but doesn't say anything. Alensi turns to the man and gestures. Yes, Gorgos. He doesn't speak much anymore, losing his tongue to one of the battles we had with the Wild Fury tribe back a while ago.
Wild Fury, you say?
Yes, they're the closest tribe to us.
Yeah, probably should avoid them. Was in a fight with them, you say?
It was a fight
ago.
about land and food. Years ago. We get on a bit better with them now, but Yes, he had the impertinence to insult their chief, and they cut his tongue out for it.
I look more closely at Orgos, and I want an insight check to kind of see if he recognizes me. You know, I seen the dice spinning there, and it looked like it was on a 16. Fudge.
It teased you for a
That's an
second.
11.
How evil it is. He looks at you, and you can't tell. His eyes are dark, and you try and get a reading off his mannerisms, but the eyes just seem to draw you in, and before long, you forget exactly what you're doing.
I kind of shake my head. Yeah, he's got some power there. Right, Alensi. And I kind of stop looking at him, and as I say Alensi's name, I look back at my companions, and I don't know if Riki's still awake or not. But I look at Azrael and stuff, and I kind of put my right finger, my index right finger, by the side of my right nostril, clearly expecting him to know what that means.
Just looks up. It's a minor illusion of a hand waving.
And I just sigh.
Because he's not hopping out of his blanket bed.
Just a word there. Minor illusion is just an image. It can't be moving.
Oh, is it? That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right. I use prestidigitation behind it to make it look like it's doing something, even though it's not moving. It's an instant harmless sensory effect.
And I kind of, I can't help myself but shake my head, and I turn back. Although I wasn't trying to, it was one of those reactions that just happens. And I look at Alensi. We are the Dodgy Brothers, solution architects, and we must understand more about the people who've gone to visit. And I say this word with a little bit of derision because I still don't believe it. This long, cold death.
Well, I mean, I can tell you what we know. We don't go there. It is beyond dangerous. But the group that did travel there from the south, they did their best from what I could tell. But just like your folk there, they struggled under the frigid cold conditions. And beyond here, to the north, a day's travel. It gets even colder, much colder than what we're used to here. And everyone who has traveled beyond the edge into that place never returns. It is called the Cold Death for a reason.
Why do you live here?
Well, here exactly is fine. There's food, there's the open expanse, and to the south beyond the mountains is much too warm.
It takes time to get used to the warmth, that's for sure.
As you say this, a woman of probably about 16 or 17 comes in holding a large plate of food. Actually, 2 plates of food.
A woman of 16?
Well, a girl of 16 then, a teenager. And she bows her head towards Alensi and Gorgas and presents the food to them, and then places it down in the center of the meeting and backs out slowly. Alensi looks to the food and indicates to you, says, "Please, this is meager fare, but it's the best we can do at the moment." You can, looking down, you can see that it's got some. It's got mainly dried meats, cured dried meats to a certain extent, but there's some roots there. There's some what look to be interesting coloured mushrooms. and you can see Sorman is tucking in. He's got some dried meat in one hand and is chewing on a root at the moment. Go, this is good.
Gorgeous Sorman.
I sit down cross-legged and I grab some and I gesture to my companions to do the same.
Comes over with the blanket around his shoulders.
Can Riki bend her elbows?
Just.
All right, she eats heartily.
She can bend them at half speed.
Otherwise, she would just face plant into the food.
Make a dexterity check.
Really?
No.
I will make a dexterity check.
I'm just teasing. You don't have to.
Dexterity check, DM. Oh, it's an 8.
You choke on the food you're eating.
Yeah.
You struggle to get the food to your mouth, but eventually
Riki
get
dies. Riki dies. The dome vanishes. A shadow appears to the north. It's a dual-wielding drow.
Appears out of nowhere.
with lots of angry tattoos and a buzz cut. Prepare for some fun.
Okay.
So, Alensi, what can you tell us about this other group? Did they stop here and visit with the Ragged Tooth tribe?
They spent only a day, and we didn't really speak with them much. They kept to themselves. They had a strange magical dome, much like this one here, it seemed, although theirs was a garish purple.
Cool.
Anyway,
Interesting.
yes, they travelled north, and
you say that Usis left a week after they'd left?
yes, Usis tried to speak with them, but their let me just check my records for a sec.
The tit was purple. They were clearly not well.
Well, you Riki, you might have forgotten in all the shenanigans in the room, but Dwayne is one of the companions. You know, hateful Dwayne, that asshole.
There was a half man with them, much like that girl there, and he points to May. He was quite rude to us.
So he was a halfling, not a halved man.
Is that how you say it? Halfling?
Yes.
I see. Yes, he was a halfling. He spoke to us. Was extremely rude. And told us to go away.
Oh well, cheer up. He's probably dead.
What was it? There was a third one there. What the hell was his name again? Gormiel. Must have been that Gormiel one.
Yes, I think that was his name.
Never met the fella. Right.
Pray that you don't.
Well, Donru does tend to answer my prayers, so I guess we shall see.
May Donnaru bless you. She has been quiet of late.
Shut up, you guys. No way. You follow the teachings of Donnaru.
Well, not exactly, no, but we know of her. She guides the storms and snows.
How about that? I really didn't think my and I shut up. I don't say anything else. I just look at Jace and Azrael.
Azrael giggles as he stops halfway through his sentence.
Can you make an insight check, please, Wabani?
14.
Okay, that's all good.
Jace says, thank you for your hospitality. Can I offer a song? Thanks for the food.
A song, sure. We can. We would be happy to listen to the music of your people. But I should say before we get to that, is it possible that you would be able to retrieve Eustace and unfortunately, if he has perished, at least the sword he carries, while it doesn't do much, it is a symbol of our people.
Of the ragged tooth. You guys carry such a thing?
Yes, it's a bit of a trifle, as it were, but it carries authority. The legend says that the ragged tooth tribe started off another tribe. I'm not sure whether it was the Wild Fury or others, but the first leader, one Ilmore, he found this sword in the snowy wasteland, and it brought him luck.
We shall return the sword if we happen upon it, but without more guidance, we're unlikely to happen across it, it seems to me.
Well,
I asked them if they can explain the directions and see if I recognize the things that they're talking about in terms of landmarks and directions that I would have been known from living in the Wild Fury.
Make a survival check. She starts to speak of where Eustace would have gone to, and she speaks of some landmarks that you're familiar with, but others that you're not. Like there is a hill with 3 trees on the top of it that you have seen before. And she says, travel there first, and from there you take the direction that the sun would be in at the brightest part of the day during the summer, and after about half a day's travel, you should come across a ravine, and beyond this ravine is the start of the long cold death. Eustace said he would travel as far as the ravine to find what was happening to the creatures there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I keep nodding as she explains, and I recognize the landmarks and whatnot.
So you feel you're pretty confident with it. With a 22, you feel pretty confident that the directions she gives you should be able to follow. And it's generally to the north.
But I don't tell Jace that. I just nod in understanding as she continues on. I'm just I'm intending to impress these guys with just my ability. I'm going to show off later.
And she finishes off with, and there is one place near there that Eustace would go to if he found himself in trouble. It's a cave, quite difficult to find if you don't know where it is. And she starts to describe a cave in the ravine itself that it's sort of an area where it's away from the cold winds that blow there, and it has an area where you can get fresh water, and it's a good place to heal up in before heading out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know that spot intimately.
Did Azra pull out the divining rod under the blanket and just feel the direction that the tablet's in?
Yes.
Yes?
It's sort of pointing northeast at the moment. Okay. So as this is happening, Alensi then goes into some of the years that the Ragged Tooth tribe has existed, and how they have survived here. She goes, "It's with the luck of the sword and our own means of making our way forward that we have managed to get where we are today. But this last year has been devastating to our tribe.
In past years, they were all about moving forward, but more recent years have been quite more difficult."
That's right. Salmon is just eating heartily the rest of the food. If you guys are finished, he will finish it off.
Oh gosh, no! I put lots of dried stuff in my backpack.
Okay. So you can source about two days worth of rations from them if from the food that has been presented. If you want to put that in your inventory. Is there anything you want to speak to Alensi in general?
Does she keep liquor?
Salmon goes, oh, you wanna drink? Well, we got one. It's a fermented root. It's we nickname it Donru's Gale. It's quite the kick.
Oh, I put out my swear word book and I wrote down fermented root. That sounds delightful. I would love to try some.
He fiddles around on his belt and pulls out a water skin that he has and throws it over to you.
Thank you for the fermented root.
Oh god.
Take a good big swig and then chuck it back.
It is vile. It gives you a tiny bit of a buzz. Can I get you to make a con saving throw, please?
You're serious? She's just going to fall over, but it won't hurt because she's got so many layers on.
You're wearing so many layers you wouldn't even know if you peed your pants.
Pretty much. This is not good.
Oh,
one.
No.
So you take a good long draft, and it sits there. It burns as it goes down, and you think you're taking it all right, but then it gets to you, and she's out like a light.
I'm going to wake up with my mouth
We have to
tasting
hold
like
her from
squirrel
running out of
fuzz.
the hut. She keeps wanting to run out of the hut, and we have to hold her back.
No, she's unconscious.
Us right out.
Just in case.
May,
passes
you're
out.
up.
No, you gentlemen first.
No. I mean, it's May's turn to prank Riki.
Oh,
Frank,
of course.
But she's
of
already
course.
pranked Riki.
I think Riki couldn't go lower at this point. Well, there's always potential. We'll
That's
take
always
that back.
potential.
There's an angry squirrel watching you from the crack at the top of a backpack.
Just sitting there, one eye looking out the hole.
But
Ready at
it's
all
a
times.
very angry squirrel that used to be a drow. It's sitting there muttering in squirrel, kill all humans.
The Bindi raises her little paw and has two little claws that point to her eyes first, and then switches around and points those two little claws towards you as one of those gestures of "I'm watching you."
To who? To Azrael or?
Oh, I love you.
I think it was Jace who suggested the prank, right?
To Jess.
So it's at Jace.
Bindi is equal opportunity vengeance.
So Alensi starts to she drinks some from what Sormon has as well, and starts to relax a bit, and that gets into discussing the weather, which seems to be a common topic here.
At one point, as the night gets later and as my companions start dropping off to sleep, and Alensi's there, I mean, we off that if they want to stay and if the kids want to sleep in the hut and whatnot, but as it's getting later, I'll be like, Alensi, you mentioned that Orgos lost his eye fighting the chief of the Wild Fury tribe.
His tongue. He lost his tongue.
His tongue. Sorry, his tongue. Do you, and being so close to that particular tribe, I don't suppose you've ever heard of a certain hunter from that tribe that's been gone for the last 20 some years?
Well, I know some of them there. Are you speaking to her directly, or like quietly, or just in general?
Quietly, yeah, very quietly.
Okay. Who exactly are you talking about?
Oh, well, I heard tales ages ago of a hunter from that tribe. I don't rightly know his name outright, and at this point, I'm avoiding to tell her.
Okay. She goes, well, I mean, if you don't have names, then, I mean, they have several hunters, still have several hunters there. There have been ones that are quite well known as well. I mean, poor Gorgas here, he lost his tongue to one of the most well known hunters those 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yes.
Wow. That is interesting. Poor fella, not being able to talk for 20 years.
Yes, he has trouble eating as well, but he makes do.
And he's your master?
He used to be. He helps me where he can, but most of the time I call the shots, as it were.
I see. Well, I won't trouble you more this evening.
Oh, well, good. Will we see you in the morning before you go?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything you guys want to do before you retire for the night?
Jace is wanting to play some songs to Taliesin. He feels like this is as good an opportunity as any, and he's mindful of his tattoo.
I apologize. You were going to do that early in the night, so I'm happy to go back a little bit and for you to play. You want to make a performance check?
15.
Okay. So, Jace, even though suffering from the fatigue that is being felt by almost the rest of the party here, he manages to get off a resounding tale of Taliesin, where Taliesin was managed to trick a priest of Camulus into swearing at another priest. This one was I'm just making stuff up here at the moment. Anu Ra, and so that began a bit of feud between the two religions that come to this day, and it was all due to Taliesin's wicked ways. And they seem to enjoy the show for what it is. May is probably enjoying it as well.
Yeah, I wrote May's clapping along with the songs because she's very happy to hear some more tales of Taliesin.
Since you've been doing these tales of Taliesin, the tattoo seems to have disappeared down around the chest area now, and it's not prominent.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything before you hit the hay?
Azrael and both exhausted.
Okay. What about yourself, Wabani?
No. I after having that conversation, I would have been quiet for a bit for the rest of the night.
Okay. I'll each give you a long rest, and I'll clear exhaustion off everybody except for Riki, who just loses one.
Yeah, what? Do you only lose one every long rest?
That's correct.
Exhaustion's tough.
Exhaustion is nasty.
Jace is really concerned about these long cold death. I mean, if northerners who are acclimatized to the weather that's had us suffering fear it, how are we going to survive?
Chase. Ooh.
What?
Azrael completely agrees, like saying that, yeah, it's going to be very tough for us to survive considering exhausted just after one day.
So the description of this cave, by the way, is about 1 day's travel from where you are at the moment. So it'll take about 1 day to get to the edge of the that ravine, which on the other side is long cold death.
Okay. And they've got nothing to offer us to help us against the elements. It's just take a teaspoon of cement in your tea.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
So, did you want to discuss everything before the actual dome goes away? Any plans you want to do?
I don't know that there's much we can do other than press on, but yeah, it's concerning.
In the morning, I will have told the ones who suffered from the cold, you need to buckle up and suck it up. It's cold. Just deal with it. It's a state of mind. The clothes are warm enough.
Roll a persuasion check.
Here comes natural 20. No, 7.
Oh, solid 7.
It's not a particularly inspirational statement.
And I say, I'm your leader. Do what I tell you.
Aswell, with prestidigitation, is it possible to keep yourself warmer? You can chill or warm up to a cubic foot of non-living material for an hour. And you can do 3 at a time. So I can have 3 cubic foot of super warm clothing. Is that a possibility?
Heck yes.
So I wanted to bring it to the DM. I read it, and I'm like, it's non-living material. Maybe it helps. But then there's still like...
Totes makes sense.
So he's still got 3 feet that are in the cold.
DM needs time to ponder.
What I'll give you is, do you know how you've been rolling with advantage?
Yep.
You get 3 rolls.
Well, I'll get 3.
Super advantage.
Super advantage.
Woohoo!
Yeah, is there? I think there's a way to do that in Fantasy Grounds, isn't there?
I don't think so, unfortunately.
So you just have to do like this and... Oh no, that's not going to do... Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
3, 12, and a 10.
All right.
Does that seem good?
Yeah, 100%.
I think
have
both
0 to my
Jace,
constitution.
Ricky, and Azrael all have prestidigitation.
May's
They
pretty,
Maybe May as well? Does May have
May's pretty
prestidigitation?
hardy. She doesn't have prestidigitation.
We both live in our own filth.
She has friends. She can make friends with the cold and hope it doesn't kill her. I don't think that's how it works.
And it works. That's hilarious.
Cast Arbor
Okay.
Magathis and bring the cold on her.
I like how somebody who's probably lived in a very sheltered existence of a mansion her whole life is now skipping around in the northern tundra going, la 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 la. What's everybody else worried about?
Her parents put her through a lot.
Yeah, perhaps they punished her in the cold cellar.
Yeah.
Dark.
With the
The
potatoes.
background's far darker than we realized.
So the next morning, as at some point after we're awake and that, and the hut is gone, I'll find a quiet moment with Alensi, and I'm like, his name was Abdu,
Whose name?
the hunter.
I see. Abdul, that name rings a bell. I suspect he was the one that took the tongue from Gorgas. I would step lightly around him. I sense he knows a little bit more than he's letting on.
I kind of look at the old fella once more, frowning. Interesting. And I say no more, and I return to my companions.
Okay, so you guys ready to set out?
Yep.
Yep.
I should update the calendar.
Ew.
Oh yeah, let's check it out. Oh, there we are, and there's a red mark on that one. Commenced contact with Cord. Oh, it's Kordwin. I thought it was Kordwin.
Oh, it's Kordwin, yeah, I'll add the W.
No, you can be relieved that it's not actually Kordwin Brown. It's Kordwin, his twin brother.
So it's
he's got events in here. Tay's Fall.
When's my birthday?
Yeah, it's not there.
Damn it!
So it's now the 17th of... oh no, hang on.
So you select the day that you want, you left click it, and then there's a little arrow thing up on the... There you go, you got it.
It's now the 18th of Quartz.
Well, that's good. Can Reiki book in some annual
7 in the
leave?
morning.
Yeah, you can go.
That's nice. That's nice. I have to put it in advance to make sure we're not double booked.
Yes, I can't.
Okay, excellent. All right, so you're ready to head north with the clothes you have, and trying to handle the cold that is slowly draining you.
It's slowly killing us.
Why are we doing this again?
Because we're getting paid 75 gold a day. We get free room and board in Modano and Sanctus. They're going to make statues of us, a parade, and we get a pardon for any crimes that we commit or for during the mission.
Ooh, can we preemptively commit some crimes?
Yeah.
That relates to the mission. That was very specific.
Okay. Thank you.
We made a contract. It was really well done. You took some excellent notes.
What about killing all humans? Is that part of the... Where does that keep coming from out of my head? I don't understand. What's going on?
You can see Bindi sort of hide back into the pack after that.
Let's just say it was wise that you didn't let the children see that. That would have been breakfast, I'm sure.
Ooh, With Bindi, I don't know.
Well, I suggest don't test.
No, I know. It's kind of awkward when your pet squirrel eats the local kids.
It's the local children.
That probably is not wise.
No, it's not wise. Let's talk later about my real origin story.
I'd be quite interested to hear that one, Ricky.
No, it's okay. You know my origin story. It's fine.
How many years do you have now? I mean, it's 11. The year 1175. Are you like 1174? I hear, gnomes live for like ever.
Are you saying I'm looking old?
I wouldn't say that. No. You're in your middle years, aren't you?
And again, you're calling me old. I'm just going to keep walking that way.
Trudging forward.
You're going the wrong way. We gotta go north.
No, I'm going south. This sucks. I'm out. And I just turn around after I'm past the next tree and start going north again.
Okay.
You know what, Azrael? I don't know if we, in our agreement, that if we didn't fulfill it, I don't know if there was a provision if we just walked away from it.
I'm sure they'd just replace us, and any days we've worked would be taken away.
Fingers crossed.
Don't need to pay a dead person. Oop, did I say that? Sorry.
Are we going to be finding that sword for the people if we can, or
If we can.
Well, it seems to be on the same way. So, if we come across it,
such high hopes
Perhaps.
for their hunter?
How are you guys traveling? Are you traveling speedily, regular pace, slow and steady?
well, I would suggest, if you guys want to get better used to the cold, we should maybe hoof it a little bit quicker than normal.
Yeah. Jace would be up for that, but this question seems loaded. What's the fastest we can travel without suffering any penalties?
Geez, I have to pull that out of the manual. I'm not sure.
So you just give like
if we walk
speed.
fast, if we do a forced march, we're all exhausted by the end of the day.
I like to imagine there's some little teeny police officers standing by the side of the road handing out fines for people travelling north too fast also.
So normal speed is 24 miles per day. Fast speed is 30 miles per day. Slow speed is 18 miles per day.
Yeah, but that doesn't answer the question.
So, well, the question is, if you don't want to suffer any penalties, you go normal speed, 24 miles per day. If you go fast, your wisdom perception checks suffer penalties.
It's only an extra 6 miles as well, so...
Yeah, let's just do normal speed, hey?
Azrael gestures and shows to everyone how you could use prestidigitation to keep yourself warmer.
Yep.
Asks who has prestidigitation to keep warm. Knowing who it is.
So, using your prestidigitation trick... Because that's what it is, really.
It's a gimmick. It is 100% a gimmick.
You travel for the first 3 hours. In that time, the cold nips at your heels, as it were. So can I get everyone to roll the con saving throw outside of Urbani currently? So Jace, Riki, and Azrael get to roll 3 times. May gets to roll twice.
Got a natural 20 out of the 3.
Okay.
22.
So with those rolls, Riki got a 22. Azrael got what? 20 something.
No, just 20. He has no
Just a
pluses.
20. Okay. Jace got a 22.
Jace opened
Wow.
a few buttons.
The crystals embedded in your chest reflect the cold away. So you're starting to get a bit more used to this weather, and it's certainly not affecting you. As you travel north, though, can I get everyone to make a perception check, please?
Ah, shit. Why did I double click? 25.
Ooh, natural 20 for May.
Why have I got why do I still have disadvantage?
Because you were
cold.
you were doubly exhausted yesterday, and you only cleared 1.
Natural 20 for May and Azrael.
Wow, that's a lot of natural 20s
That's
on
2
non-combat
natural
rolls.
20s on the same screen.
Anyway, okay. So you catch movement to the north and west of you. There seem to be large creatures, but it's a bit hard to tell exactly what they are from where you are. They're probably about 600 feet away.
Fireball.
What kind of creatures?
Hard to tell from this distance. Large.
They're in the direction we're heading.
They're north and west. I meant not north and east. So they're kind of a little bit. If you keep going in your direction, they'll slide off to the side.
Do they look hostile at all? Like, are there beasts?
They look like beasts. It's hard to tell from this distance whether they're hostile or not. They're not moving particularly fast.
Could they be good eaten?
Yeah, it's a possibility, but I was just thinking, all we know is that the other group went this direction, so there's that adage I heard in Puerto Cisco about no, don't leave any stone unturned.
Could they be the other group?
I think the other group is dead.
Ah, well, that's easy then.
Maybe these
But
creatures
unfortunate.
did them in.
Maybe.
Okay.
You can keep a wide berth. You can go and investigate. It's up to you.
Shall we go take a look?
Whatever.
We could send in Cinders to have a sticky beak.
Let's check it out. What's Cinder's at the moment? Is Cinder's still a weasel?
Yep.
She's not going to get very far in this weather.
Azrael proofs out Druck. Druck to go have a look then.
Okay. So Druck goes off, and you won't be able to see. Oh, you will be able to see through his eyes even further away, won't you?
Yeah.
It's just okay. So as Druck gets closer, you get this image of large furred creatures that seem to walk on all fours. And there's probably about 5 or 6 of them walking in a line at the moment. They have huge, seem to be curved teeth, a bit like orcish tusks coming out of their mouths, and a long sort of stretching. It would be hard to say. It looks to be a nose that goes beyond those tusks, and they sort of lumber along slowly.
I mean, that, as you're saying it, like seeing the creatures with the tusks and nose and exotic creatures that Azrael's never seen before.
Yeah,
Druck
you
to
wouldn't have
turn
seen
around.
this before. Wabani might have seen it, but certainly not you.
I'll just be saying it in a low tone. 'Cause I can't hear or see, but I can still speak. I'll be
So you
saying
reckon-
what I'm seeing.
Are they moving in the direction of the rugged teeth?
They're walking west at the moment. When Azrael describes it, you recognize Wabani these as mammoths.
Oh, yeah. That might be useful to get one of them as a beast of burden. If we can, I mean, I don't particularly have much skill. In fact, I mean, I've heard talk of it, but I've never actually done it. It was, the warriors and hunters used to do that, but that would be good.
Oh, that's an excellent idea. Jace says, I could cast speak with animals, and I could see if I could convince one of them to, or more, to travel with us.
Oh,
Sure.
give it a
That
whirl,
works.
sure.
Okay.
So you guys are getting closer?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, who's traveling with Jace? Is everyone traveling with Jace?
Yeah. Well, Bonnie will.
Yeah, I'll travel, but a little bit behind, like maybe 20.
Have a care. I sure hope you can speak their tongue well. Maybe Riki can help or something, but they can be fierce.
And I only talk to small animals. I'm pretty sure this is the opposite of that.
Yep,
Unless they're miniature giant mammoths.
Never heard of that, but I suppose.
Okay.
From space.
Yes, from space.
Oh, now that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Who's ever heard of such nonsense?
Okay, so you get up. Are you being stealthy, or are you coming out in the open?
I have
It's
no
stealthy
recollection on
to the extent that
what's
it's
wise.
possible. I'm picturing a wide open sort of tundra without much opportunity to be stealthy. But if I can, then yes, I'd take the opportunity.
There's some small rocks and a couple of shrubs, but yes, it is fairly sparse. So I can get if so Jace, you're moving up slowly. Can I get you to roll a stealth check?
16.
Is anyone else walking stealthily, or is it just Jace? Is Jace sort of like hunched down and creeping along?
Azrael's definitely going to be stealthy because he's worried that they're just going to turn.
15 for me.
Okay. So May and Riki are at the back.
Yep.
All right. Okay, they haven't seemed to notice you, and you get about 300 feet up to them. If you want to keep going, that'll be another stealth check to get a bit closer.
Can I communicate with them from this distance? I mean, 300 feet, that I should be able to have They should be able to hear me from that far, hey?
You'd have to shout quite loud.
I'll try to get a bit closer then. But I'll cast Speak with Animals now, and if they do startle, I'll call out to them and try to calm them.
Before you do, I say, can you focus it so that it's just in the ears of one of them? Is there one that's like much bigger than all the others?
The one in the front is, yes.
Because that one there, that big one, that's the bull, and they're like super aggressive.
Yeah. It's just like normal language. Only I'll gain the ability to speak the language of the animals. But just like with normal language, it's available to all who hear.
Okay. Well, I'll be ready to back you up.
Thank you, Wabani.
Says from a back. Same.
It's another
Stealth check.
20.
Whoever's getting close.
18.
Shit. 10.
So, Wabani follows you, and at one point trips over a hidden rock that's sort of half buried in the ground. But Azrael manages to stop him from making too much noise, and the mammoths don't seem to notice you. Now you're probably about 100 feet away, so they should be able to hear you.
Okay. Well, Jace slowly stands up and makes himself visible, and then in a low, calm voice, he says, "My greetings, big brothers. How goes your day?"
Okay. If we're going to be speaking
You want a coffee?
So if we're going to be speaking with animals, I think we move to the whispers for the DM section, such that they don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I love it. Go for it.
Okay. So you've greeted them. The first bull turns around and looks at you and goes, "What is this puny hairless thing speaking? What do you want?"
We seek friendship. We are on a quest to which is vital to all life. 2 legs and 4.
We do not listen to people such as you. You come, you kill us, and then you take our tusks away. You take our fur away. Leave before we squish you into dust.
We seek friendship. I have no use for your tusks. Your tusks are best useful attached to you where they belong. Why would I want your tusks?
We do not require or need your friendship. And he stamps his foot in agitation. That seems to rustle up. It seems to get to the other mammoths a bit agitated.
Joe says, "There is a great evil in the far north that threatens all life. I'm sure you've seen the foul creatures coming from the far north."
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
$15.
The mammoth at the front stamps its hoof and goes, We've seen these things as well, and that's why we are leaving away from them. You seem to travel towards them. Stay away, you will not hurt my family. And it stamps its hoof again. I give you one more warning.
I am not coming any closer. I'm standing still. I'm standing still and talking. Talking is good. It's how people make friends. I wish to make friends with you. I seek your help. We are small, as you see, and you are so large. You could help us fight this evil.
Make another persuasion check with disadvantage.
"13.
It bellows out a loud roar and says, I do not trust you, little one. You never bring good. And he starts charging towards you.
Okay, this is.
We're going to switch around now. Yep.
Oh
No.
dear.
No, she's done nothing
Okay.
really.
So
Oh.
to fill you in.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh,
Alright.
Ricky's
So to
heard
fill
it
you
all.
in, Jace has been trying to communicate with them, and they've been agitated and stamping their feet quite a bit. Wabani continues to talk to them, and they continue their agitation and don't seem interested in what Jace is trying to say. And Jace talks to them one final time, and then the large one starts to run towards Jace.
You made a friend.
You did it, Jason.
Good job,
Oh,
Jace.
good work. The big one, too.
Yay!
Gold
No one will
Whispers you've
ever
done.
punish us. That's an amazing thing.
We're just going to use the map that we had before, but it's going to be open plains.
Oh, spontaneous TPK. Somebody needs to hashtag this so people can be aware of the imminent demise of all the characters and the spontaneous generation of an entire party.
Of drows with two swords.
That's emo goth drows with two swords.
Only emo goth drows.
Yes, we just sit around. Oh my god.
We're being attacked by giant M's. No.
Unfortunately, I do not have a image token for these.
Do they melt in you, not in your mouth and not in your hand?
If only. Okay, so how close were you again? You were probably about...
Oh my
100
god,
feet,
we're
you
all gonna
said.
die. What are you doing? Come on, DM.
I'm not the one that instigated this.
Uh-huh. Yes, you're completely blameless.
Yeah.
What?
The peanut gallery's voice is being is spoken.
So
Can-
I think
Can people
that's
can
probably
people
a good distance.
can people listening type comments?
Yeah, they
Yep.
can.
Advocate, people, advocate. It's time to agitate. Would you like to see an entire party of emo drow, pure wielding goths? If so, type A. A for anarchy.
Why is there a cone?
Oops, actually, can I get you guys to roll your own initiative? I accidentally rolled everyone's.
It's alright.
Oh, shame.
We've got a
20.
Gee.
It's a 21.
I'm not on the map.
You're all the way in the corner there. You're quite a distance away.
Where am I? I can't even see.
Top right hand corner. Tree.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Okay, I'm assuming Cinders is still in the extra-dimensional space. Would that be correct?
Yeah. I mean, a weasel icicle's not very useful.
So, May, you've been hanging back with Riki, a little bit concerned about what's been going on, and while you haven't heard anything, you've seen the agitation from these mammoths, and it's at this point that you see one of them charge towards Jace in aggressive gesture.
So May, seeing it charge in an aggressive gesture. 35 feet. What's the furthest spell she has? I think it's Eldritch Blast.
Yes, probably.
Way out. Dash action. About there, see that one of them was charging towards Jace.
So the one charging is the one at the bottom, Mammoth 5.
That's why she's charging, like under that way towards Jace.
So she's dashing, is she?
Yeah, she's dashing.
Okay.
It's May.
Riki, you're up. Oops, hang on. I was skipped through. Riki, you're up.
Do we think that there's much of an occasion for negotiation here, or am I just going to fireball everybody?
Jace has done his best, but yeah, I don't know.
Your animal
Don't
handling
kill
skill
the
sucks
Mathis.
at this point.
Which one's the leader?
The one that's charging Jace, you would assume, is the leader.
Is that number 5?
Yes, at the bottom, number 5.
Biggest
Okay.
M.
That's 165 feet. Alrighty then, let's have a So I could probably get it and the one next to it with an ice storm. Alright, here we go. Oh, we're in trouble.
That
think-
just seems to have made it angry.
I think we're in a lot of trouble. Alright, I'm just going to stay up there in the far corner.
Okay. Just want to check something for a second. See if it creates an effect, Ice Storm. Okay, so it's difficult terrain in the zone. Alright, that'll be good use to know. Number 2. Okay, number 2 races towards you, Jace. It seems to get a foot up. And gets to there on its turn. Number 3 seems to hang back, looking a little bit concerned. Wabani, you're up.
I look at this and I'm like, Donru, your name be praised. I know you're with me. Make this work. And I cast Fog Cloud at 2nd level.
You're kidding me.
Creating a fog cloud. Oh my god.
I make a massive fog cloud.
40 foot of cloud.
And then I move up,
That's quite the
Cool.
cloud.
closing the distance to where Jace is.
Does it get bigger
Yep.
at higher levels or something?
Yep.
Yep.
Damn it, Jace. A sphere of 40-foot sphere.
Barney, what the hell?
More cloud to be fun, to have fun with.
They can't see through the clouds. Come on. Donru told me this is what you do. It's super. She's wise.
Okay, so you finished?
I wish I had some BA stuff. Step of the wind.
I mean, you can bonus action dodge.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably the best bonus action dodge. Why do I always forget that? I will bonus action dodge. That'll be my turn.
Okay. So the cloud springs up and makes it difficult to see anything. But it also seems to be hindering the mammoths as they don't know what the heck's going on. One of them, Mammoth 4, roars in fury and starts to stomp towards the group that has been agitating the pack of mammoths, but it doesn't know exactly where to go, and it runs off to here. And then seeing the group, it sort of bends around. Only makes it to about there on its turn. Number 6 still has a good bead on the group. And that one surges forward as well. Azrael, you're up.
Right. Just 6 is the leader, right?
No, 5 is the leader.
5. Getting close enough to die. Azrael will hop behind that tree. Behind there if there's like a rock or something. Six has already taken damage, so he'll just shoot at Mammoth 6.
He got hit by an ice storm.
Yeah! Mammoth got hit by an ice storm. Did it take damage? Is it nutty damage? Or is it
during the
resisting
ice
on
storm
it?
it did, yeah. No, it didn't resist.
Got it that one then, since it's Ooh.
Come to the northern wastes. Agitate the fauna.
16.
That's a hit. They're large creatures. Not that hard to hit.
Ooh, a solid 7 damage.
Solid 7 damage. It's sort of... you see it connects, but it seems to bounce off its thick hide.
Can I bonus action hide?
Yes.
In the snow.
Snow, just dive down. Skill.
Until a massive foot steps on you.
Oh yes, a solid 13. And that's Azrael.
Okay, so Mammoth 1 seems to be extremely confused in this fog. And you can hear thumping and it sort of moving around and bumping into other mammoths. At the end of its turn, it manages to find its way out of the fog, but that's about it. Jace, you're up.
Okay. Jace is all the time, imploring the mammoths, don't do this. I don't want to fight you. I will if you make me, but I came here seeking only friendship. So he's going to get a move, and he's casting Fear.
Is it actually a cone?
It is.
That's the awesomest spell!
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Okay, so the one that's the one that failed its save is terrified of me, and it's going to run away from me, taking the dash action every turn. And it can't make another save until it can break line of sight. And we're in this wide open, flat space, so
Except for that
Except
giant
for a fog cloud.
The giant fog
Oh,
cloud!
stupid cloud! We're Barney.
5, 10, that's a solid 15 feet away from you before line of sight's broken.
Curse you, Barney!
I mean, the cloud's right there. I don't know what you were thinking of.
I was looking for a non-lethal way to get even up the odds. I don't know what you were thinking of.
What animal would rightly walk into that?
Okay, so...
That's so good.
I'll just delete that fear effect there. Mammoth 5, the leader, starts to storm towards you, Jade.
Sorry, why'd you delete the fear effect?
Well, it's a one-use effect, isn't it? Like you cast it and then it's gone?
No.
Oh,
No,
is it
it's-
constant?
Yeah. It stays. If he can break line of sight, he can...
Okay.
If he can break line of sight, then he can have another attempt at saving. But no, it's scared.
Okay. You throw it out then. And
So that was on Mammoth 2 that failed.
yeah. No, I meant the actual cone that you created. That's what I was deleting.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's fine. Thanks.
Yeah, I wasn't deleting the effect, although I don't think you've had an effect on. Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay,
didn't.
sorry, let me do that.
Should just drop it on.
So Mammoth 5 moves up to about there. May, you're up.
Lives. Actually fighting all of these mammoths. Holy shit.
But the nice bit is we're going to be level 20 by next week.
Most likely. Oh god. I'll move there. Mammoth 2, which one's the scared one? Can May tell?
You can see one of them is looking towards Jace, and it's trumpeting loudly and seems to be trying to squirm away. So yes, you would know it's Mammoth 2.
Let's do. Being not scared of mammoths, May is going to see the biggest one.
Mammoth 6 is injured, and so is Mammoth 5.
Mammoth 5's the biggest one, I think. Is that right?
Mammoth 5 is, yeah.
Surrounded by. Attack the one that's already been injured. It's Eldritch Blast. So it's. It's 2, isn't it?
It's 2, yes.
2. So both hit.
So roll damage.
Damage for 1. Ooh,
Nice.
maximum
Max.
damage. Damage for 2. Almost maximum damage.
Wow.
Wow, and she pulls it 10 feet towards her.
Oh, does she?
She does.
Each time.
So
So now it's adjacent.
yeah, now it's adjacent. There you go. Alright, and that each time, that's amazing.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Riki.
Alright. I'm having map issues. I'm trying. I can only zoom in. Oh. Sorry, I'm having a lot of map trouble. Hang on. Sorry, I'm just having extreme map trouble. Hang on.
Do you want to delay your action and move on to
No,
next thing?
I wanted combat. I'm just having map trouble, okay? Oh, hang on a sec. Sorry, it's just getting worse. Yeah, and that made it worse now too. Hang on. Sorry, I'm having Fantasy Grounds problems.
We'll just skip Riki's turn for now and come back to it, okay? I mean, unless you want to describe it from...
I just want to bombard some people with, Okay, can I bombard some people with,
You want to use Fireball?
Can I use a fireball? Thank you.
So you're targeting all 3, 6, 2, and 5?
If I can, please.
Yeah. Okay, so a fireball is unleashed behind Mammoth 6, and it catches all 3 mammoths in its fiery explosion. They're still standing though, but Mammoth 6 is looking very injured. Okay, are you moving at all?
Yes, I move in closer.
Okay. Mammoth 2.
It's taking the dash action.
He's
That's
gonna
right.
get-
It's running into the fog.
No, doesn't want, what animal would run into a fog?
he's gonna run-
It's scared. It wants to get away from
He's
this
gotta run
evil
directly.
entity. So
He's
it
got-
gets to make a saving throw at the end of its turn.
It has to take the full dash action.
Sure, it's disappeared into the fog.
Okay. Well, it could go on the other side of the fog. But anyway,
Well, you don't know where
yes.
it is.
It can do the saving throw. Yeah, wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay.
DC 16.
Okay.
Still scared even though I can't see him.
Roll a 15. No mods.
Oh, lucky.
Okay, number 3. Yes, that's right. Number 3. You don't know what it's doing. Well, Bunny, you're up.
As a free action, I will pull my silk rope out of my backpack, and I will then use key to do step of the wind to just make myself go a little bit further, so that I can, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to parkour my way up onto the back of Mammoth 4 with my rope to try to lasso him and mount him.
Okay. So
Make it happen,
you're-
GM. Make it happen.
Can you force tame? Is that a thing?
So you've got the rope, and you're trying to. Well, you have to use an action to create it into a lasso. I would
I'm not
say.
making a lasso. I recognize that. At the moment, I'm basically just trying to get up onto his back and have the rope ready for my next action.
Right. Okay. So can I get you to make a either an athletics or acrobatics check to see whether you can do that?
Obani, this is it. I must prove myself. Come on, Wobani. Or Donnaroo. Why aren't you there?
You gonna run the
the race-
Shahalood?
You race up to it, and you bounce off the side of the creature, attempting to climb on. But at the last moment, it flicks around and knocks you off, and you land on the ground prone.
Ah, scheisse. That's Celestial.
So how much movement would it have taken you to get
45.
45?
45.
Okay. So you're prone about there at the moment.
Oh,
Okay.
did that break his concentration?
No, there's no concentration on Fog Cloud.
Isn't there?
Oh, yes, you're right. There is concentration.
No,
was
you
gonna say.
did take damage.
Jace yells out, Barney, get rid of that thrice cursed fog cloud.
Keep the peanut calories down to a roar.
So, anything else?
So that was action, bonus action, and movement. So that's all I can do.
Okay, so you're currently prone on the ground
Yep.
in front of a very angry mammoth.
I do not have any more movement left, so not like I can do a lot
Okay,
there.
so it changes tack and starts to charge towards you. Okay,
This is gonna
now it
hurt.
gets to attack. Yes.
Why are we fighting mammoths?
If I could only answer.
So it charges towards you and starts to trample you. Let me just see. I need to read
Where's
up
my
on mammoths because I
mysterious
wasn't expecting
turn a
this.
fail to a success ability? Wait. I think I might. Tears of Donneru. Damn, no, there's not.
Okay, so and then it attempts to crush you with one of its hooves.
Nice to know you guys.
And it cracks you in the. Oh, fog cloud's gone away. It cracks you in the side of the shoulder with its big hoof.
That hurt a lot.
And the fog cloud disappears.
Yes.
Number 6. Okay, which one is number 6 going to go after? Probably May, considering May's the one that did damage to it and dragged it in.
Gave it the old slap.
So it attempts to, natural 1. It attempts to stomp you as well, May, but you duck out of the way in the last moment. Azrael.
Alright.
You can see Mammoth 3 sort of off in the corner, cowering, not engaging, cowering and looking after what seems to be a couple of small mammoth babies.
We could kill some mammoth babies.
we could capture the mammoth babies and raise them and tame them.
Oh my god.
I want Bindi to ride a mammoth.
Ooh. Critical, but how critical is a mammoth?
You'll have to find out.
Yeah, I was thinking about trying to put it to sleep. Trying to like show that we're not gonna kill them, but like seem pretty adamant on killing us, so but
So Mammoth 2 is off the map, basically. But it's been running.
brothers think it's a coward. So 14. And that'd be a sneak because it's near May and that?
Certainly a sneak attack, yeah. Oh, you find a good spot to hit, but it's still standing.
What? How thick are mammoths?
What?
You got a bucket of hit points.
Fair. Alright, Astral's gonna bonus action stealth again. Terrified of how thick mammoths are. 30. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Mammoth 1. All right. It's going to move up to you, Jace. But that's as far as it gets. It can't do anything its turn. You get a mammoth in the face.
That's some serious mammoth action. Okay. Alright, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at Mammoth 6.
Hey, he failed.
Excellent.
Or she failed. I think it's a she. So, the mammoth, hearing the sounds that Jace creates, sort of roars in unholy pain and collapses to the ground in front of May.
Oh. Dead?
That one is dead.
I contend that an object as large as a mammoth is going to make that space impassable.
Sure.
I'm just after a little bit of terrain I can use.
Read the mammoth traits. It says extra large creature, but they can be ridden by extra large creatures.
There you go. That's the
Thank
mammoth
you.
corpse there.
Alright, and... yeah...
So all you need is a
Think I-
necromancer and you've got a mammoth mount.
Yeah, I think I might.
Mammoth 5, okay. Mammoth 5 sort of moves around the corpse of one of its mammoths, quite angry now, seeing that one of its herd has been killed.
He stopped on May!
Leave May alone!
And it's going to attempt to stomp on May. Firstly, it's going to do a trampling charge. And she fails.
Is there any, just question, is there anything advantage she gets for being small?
Yes, it's easier for her to be hit. No, there's nothing.
Hmm.
So she gets knocked prone. Then it attempts to stomp her as it knocks her down. Oh, but she managed to roll out of the way at the last moment. Rolled a 4 and a 5.
Oh. He's getting lucky.
May, I assume she's going to stand up.
Yeah, she's gonna stand up. Friggin' mammoth knocking her down. Oh. Alright, what can May do? May could give it a big wallop. It's going to... attack that mammoth. I found out how great Staggering Smite is. She's going to do that after she tries to fail. Oh, it still hits.
These things are easy to hit. They have a bucket of hit points.
That. Damage, there we go.
And it has to make, was it a wisdom saving throw?
Do I have to cast it?
Yeah, just cast it on the target. Oh, it saves.
Natural 20!
Oh.
So that's the second time that you've used that spell. And second time I think there's been a natural 20 rolled against it.
And that's May's turn.
So she remember she gets a second
Oh
attack.
wait, she gets a second attack. My bad. I keep forgetting she gets a second attack.
She swings with her flail and collects the creature, and the psychic energy radiates off the weapon and into the creature's head. And it roars in pain, but seems otherwise unaffected.
Second attack hits with 18. The damage because she had to use her bonus. Her flail is going to be 13.
Okay.
That's May's turn. Thank you, Attila. Sorry.
Riki.
All right. At this point, I think it might be wise to cast Magic Missile. Probably at level 4, I would think. So that will give me...
Level 4? That's a few.
Yeah, it is quite a few.
Like
so that'll
7?
be... Oh, I don't think it's quite that many.
6 then maybe.
One more dart.
You can
Sorry,
hit
what?
2 mammoths down to the south if you use a fireball.
5 is
Is
the
it-
leader.
Sorry, I'm having pretty cracking trouble with the map. Where are these mammoths down to the south? I'm trying to expand further to the south than the ones I can see.
1 and 5,
So-
I think he's talking about.
But you would have
But-
to. Unfortunately, you'd be hitting May.
Yeah,
it was
no,
a joke.
I wouldn't do that.
No,
I thought there were 2 extra mammoths that you were talking about. Okay, that's a relief. Yes, I would prefer to target mammoth number 5. So I will hit them with fireball. So sorry, not fire. I'm very tired right now. So magic missile at level 4 will give me, is that 5?
It's
What's
3
the
plus level, so it'd be 6 in total.
All right, so that's 6. Hang on, hold up. I'll start targeting mammoth number 5. That was a bit disappointing, but okay. Alright, I'm done.
So the bolts of energy slam into the lead mammoth, but it remains standing. Mammoth number 2. That one keeps running.
Ha ha ha.
Mammoth number 3 is slowly moving away, trying to herd the babies away. Wabani.
I use half my movement to get up, and I will use another key point to do Step of the Wind again, but this time I am going to move around this mammoth here to get my 10 feet, and then I'm going to use that 10 feet and the momentum with the Step of the Wind to make my jump, which is now 3 jump distances doubled. So I'm jumping up onto its back. Rope at the ready.
Okay, so you can jump. It's a high jump. It's not 20 feet. It's less than that. I don't think you can jump that high.
Well, how
with
high do you
jump.
stand? My pictures of is like, I mean, they got fur. Jump as high as I can, grab their fur, pull myself up.
All right, make an acrobatics check. I can't remember how high you can,
With
you can jump.
advantage.
Acrobatics check.
With advantage.
Are you going to roll? You don't need
25.
advantage. All right, you successfully get on top of the mammoth with your movement.
And I'm just like, good boy. We'll a good girl. You're my friend. We're friends. Feel the energy. Feel the Donnaruish radiant energy. We're good friends. So clearly, I'm just trying to speak soothing, calming words to it while I'm going to. That's my turn, and prepare to now not lasso. So what eventually I wanted to do. I guess I got to wait till my next turn. I'm up. But what I wanted to do was then with the rope is have the 2 ends and then swing the ends around the tusks. And then that would be kind of like the reins.
Okay. All right. So the mammoth, now that you're on its back, she kicks and bucks in anger. Can I get you to make a athletics check to try and hold on?
Acrobatics.
No. This one is holding on.
17.
strong.
Yes, Destiny is saying yes. She will be our baby.
Okay. She attempts to buck you off, but you remain on. So she starts storming towards Chase instead, with you on board.
Okay.
So you're on a bucking bronco mammoth.
Can't be bucking all that much.
Well, you're holding on. Azrael.
Yeah.
Bed. Alright, I am going to attack the main mammoth. Hopefully when the leader dies, they get scared off.
Fingers crossed.
Crossed. Natural 1. What I miss?
Not with a roll like that, unfortunately.
But Azrael ain't hitting anything. Bonus action? Why? Because there's nothing else I can do. No!
Oh, you didn't take advantage because you were hiding. So you should have had advantage for that short bow attack.
Oh, would I have?
Yeah, sure. You can take a second
Just
shot.
another shot at it, thank you. 19. Attack. I'm gonna try tripping attack on the mammoth as well, is that alright?
Sure.
Let's mess this mammoth up, huh? Die, mammoth! Oh, it trips, alright.
Describe its demise as you shoot it. Where do you hit this mammoth?
It's toe.
In the toe, trying to trip it. And then the giant hulking, biggest mammoth just collapses on itself. I hit its Achilles toe, if you...
Okay. It ricochets off the toe and into its neck.
I feel like we're planet vandals.
I just wanted to be friends.
They were giving you clear signs to stay away.
Did the mammoth say no?
The mammoth said no. Are you doing anything else, Azrael?
That's bonus action hide. Did I already do that?
Yeah. You should. You'd have to move a little bit instead of hiding always in the same place.
Oh, of course. Sorry, my apologies. Is there another rock nearby? Like, obviously the map's a little bit different, but...
Not really. This is kind of sparse.
Alright. I will run. Just dive into the snow. I just take disadvantage. Is that all right? Try and hide since I'm only using snow.
Okay,
They're seeing
disadvantage.
Me run.
Sure.
Like, I think they're seeing me run. It's not going to be like, you're going to see a purple tiefling attack, run and
Running
hide.
across the white snow,
Yeah.
standing out.
I mean, I'm trying to hide in snow and you're allowing it, so I think it should at least be at disadvantage.
He's doing that Chris Farley arm pump run.
There you go, 24.
Somehow you find a deep pocket of snow. You take 2 damage, cold damage from diving in there.
My first
But you're
digitation.
You're absolutely soaked.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, Jace, this one attempts to stomp on you.
Bonnie shouts to Azrael, "Shrivel!"
Do you manage to? Can you use shield on that, or is that going to be
Not
ineffective?
on that roll, no, not on 24. Gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh, he saves. Keeps concentration on the fear. But one of the hoofs just slams down on top of your head, and you take a large hit. Jace, you're up now.
Jace says, I came to you in friendship. What kind of creatures are you?
You hear me?
And you're going to love this, Barney. Jace casts fear again. He's going to get 1 and 4.
Oh no. Barney's getting up off the map with the mammoths.
See you, Wabani. We knew you well.
Enjoy your new family with Barney.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, if only there wasn't a giant mammoth corpse in the way and you could maneuver yourself properly.
Shut up! Shut up! How much of the mammoth do I need to cover off in the arc?
Yeah, I don't think you can hit that one. That's just not enough.
Do what you need to do, Jace. Don't worry about it. Just do what you have to do. I gotta roll.
Okay, change of plans. Jace is going to cast Dissonant Whispers. He's going to cast it at level 4.
Okay.
He's quite angry.
So are they.
They seem very upset.
Actually, if I do that, I won't be able to cast heal. This is so hard. Okay. All right, Booming Blade, and then I'm going to follow up with a healing word on myself.
That's a hit.
And Psychic Blades. Okay, and then Jason calls out, "Leave while you have your life." And he's going to cast Healing Word on himself.
So they wouldn't understand you now.
No, they do. I've got 10 minutes.
It's concentration, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It isn't. Oh, sorry. I thought it was.
No. Yeah, so I've been talking to them. They're quite rude.
They didn't offer me tea. How uncivilized.
It's a great Russian accent.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for.
Yes, a bit.
Maze up.
Alright. Hey, seeing Jace get smacked. The mammoth will have cover, won't it, if she's there?
Yes. And you won't be able to drag it towards you either. If that's your plan.
No. That was the plan. Alright. Put May back where she was. Jace want to be repositioned, but Jace is looking pretty healthy, aren't you, Jace? Huh?
So far.
That is, because she can only reposition you once, bud.
Reposition. This is some. I don't know this ability.
She's got Thunderstep.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not emergency evacuation time. No.
It's pretty much emergency evacuation spell, yeah.
Yeah.
May will run in there. Seeing her friend in trouble. And she can move through the space of other creatures because she's a halfling. That's such a cool ability. Take her to whacks. Whack 1. 16. Edge. 13. 2. May's turn.
She's good at the swinging.
She is. She's a little tucker hitting in there.
All right, Riki, kapow time.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna hit those two that are close-ish by, so I'm just gonna cast. Guess what I'm gonna cast? Hang on. The fun
Fireball.
one, Fireball.
Fun
we are.
one.
Yeah, you should be able to hit both.
There we are.
Although, hang on, Wabani's on top of the mammoth.
Yes,
Really?
on top of it.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Are you
Riki,
gonna
don't you have this? Don't you have your special ability, Riki, that lets you not burn Wabani? The thing
I
that
don't
you
think
used
so.
to not burn Jason. The thing she used to not burn Jason Azrael earlier.
Yeah, surely that's how it works.
It's called geography.
No, okay. I thought you sort of had the evocation.
Geography.
No, she's
No.
not. She's not an evocation
No.
wizard.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I'm no good at mammoth jokes.
Also,
should.
they have to be smart enough to even get how great your joke is.
Well,
Follow your
that's-
heart, Riki. Do what your heart tells you to do.
Well, my heart's saying fireball, but I don't want to blow you up. So that's a problem. And I'm okay. Can I hit the other two? No, I can't hit the other two with
Well-
one fireball.
Mate, I reckon you can do a fireball such that it's just on the edge, and Wabani can make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, that'll do.
You want
Ooh,
to make your
wow.
dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
You don't have
advantage.
evasion yet, do you? Yeah, with advantage.
That would be 21.
Okay. So, okay, so that's half of that is 14, isn't it? Did you adjust that, or do you
Oh,
want me
no,
to
I
do that
haven't
for you?
adjusted yet. 14?
Okay, there you go. You've taken 14.
Okay.
Mammoth 2
Ouch, 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 ouch!
keeps running away. Mammoth 3 keeps running away with the babies in tow. Well, Bunny, you've just been
I'm-
fireballed by your friend.
I'll be like, Riki, you. And I say something that's really nasty, but I won't say it on the stream. I call her a name. I call her you. What do I got? I got nothing. You weeping willow.
That'll do.
And I,
She
as a
writes it
bonus-
down in a book.
as a bonus action, I throw the lasso around, and I'm still trying to.
No, that would be an action. I don't know why you're calling it as a bonus action.
Did I say the bonus action?
You said as a bonus action.
If
If you're trying to set this up as some sort of
no. I as an action, I am whipping the rope around the tusks to basically use it as a reins to try somewhat to stay on better.
Okay, you can do that. Make a dexterity check.
Dexterity?
Yep.
Nice, 21.
All right. With a flick of the wrist, the rope does as you say, and it spins around and captures both tusks, and then comes back, and you catch it deftly in your hand.
And I'm like, I'm not feeling good, guys, up here. I'm really hurting, but good, Mammoth. I'm going to call you Fred. Good Fred. That's my turn.
Are you
Hey,
going
you put in
to...
brackets, Fred.
I did. You know, you can bonus action Healing Word if you have that.
No, because it's somatic, and I've got 2 hands on the rope.
Ah, right, okay. So Fred, who's actually a female mammoth, but anyway.
Oh no, it's just vocal. Yay! I can bonus action it. Oh yay! I will second level bonus action Healing Word myself. Donru, thy will be done.
So as you're holding onto it, it's still trying to buck you off, but with your rope set up as it is, it's having no luck, and it comes towards May and tries to stomp her.
Don't do that. Good, Fred. Fred, don't do that. Fred. Cut it out.
Oh my God, May is so lucky. She hasn't been hit once by these things.
She is a lucky little halfling, dude.
As
Azrael,
a reaction, can I not, pull on the rope to give it disadvantage as it tries to smack at her?
Doesn't matter. Didn't hear
What? No, it's too strong for that. And it's using its foot. It's trying to stump her.
I'll move over there.
Yeah, but it's never had a rope around it before. It's confused.
Stop pushing it, Dagobah.
Hey, I'm from an elk farm. There's a lot of shit that you do with when you raise strange animals.
Sure.
No, it's the truth. We raised elk. That was what my dad did.
So would I have
You can look it up,
advantage on
RJ
this?
Game Farm.
It's the rope is loosely around, so
That's fine.
these things
it's
are
fine.
very
It's
strong.
okay. It's as you say.
They got 24 strength.
They are strong. Would I have
Very strong.
advantage because I was sneaking?
You could stand up, and yes. Well,
It's up to you. That's why I'm asking.
okay.
I know
you
I
can
get the
you can
sneak
have an
attack,
advantage shot.
But yeah, if I don't have advantage shot, that's fine. I just wanted to know just before I rolled.
No, you have advantage.
21 to hit. Damage. And after being soaked and realizing it's not worth that, he's just going to kind of not worry about hiding because I think that it doesn't actually work that way. He's just going to end up exhausted and he'll end the turn there.
Okay. So Mammoth 1 is enraged, and it attempts to stomp you again, Jace.
Jace says, "Don't do that."
It hits. Oh wow, you're still holding on to that concentration. But yes, it stomps at you again and hits you this time.
Okay, Jason's going to cast. So put everything on Dissonant Whispers. I'm going to do level 4. What the heck? No, I'll just do level 2.
Natural 1.
Excellent.
Nice.
And he runs away and provokes opportunity attacks by Jace and May.
And May. Yep.
Oh,
You get a hit.
I was about to be excited there for a second. Alright, attack by May. Miss.
Oh no!
Double miss. Wow. I was not expecting that.
Terrible luck.
I was not expecting
my
that.
Goodness.
It was not
Okay.
ready.
Alright. So he's run away, and so now Jace can move without provoking an attack of opportunity. So, is there any cover at all that he could? Actually, he could go. He goes behind the mammoth, and he just hopes for the best.
Are you hoping they just leave?
Basically.
May, you're up.
Good.
Be nice to Fred. Don't hurt Fred.
May's definitely not convinced that Fred is a friend.
Just get out of the way, May. I'm gonna train this thing.
Hey, how resistant to thunder are you? That's the question.
I'm not Oh wait, actually,
You are.
I am.
Good. Okay, what does May have that she could use?
I don't think I'm prone anymore, by the way.
Yeah, I just removed it.
Damage.
What's May doing?
I don't know. May doesn't want to hit Fred. Does want to hit Fred?
No, you don't. You want to go rescue the babies.
May's not going to rescue the baby.
I got Fred under control.
All right, May's going to give him one chance to keep Fred under control. That's Azrael. That is definitely not May. And May's going to Eldritch Blast that one.
Oh, the one that's running away.
The one that's running away.
Well, that'll be at disadvantage because the creature is adjacent to you.
That's fine. 2 shots. Blast. And another fatty miss. Well, at least she tried something, and that'll be its turn. Fred
Okay,
gets
so
one chance.
she ducks out of the way of one of the stomps of Fred, and the bolts go wide. Riki, you're up. 3 of them are at the moment. 2 of them are dead. 3 of them are running away.
So, is the one that isn't running away is the one that Wabani's trying to ride, right?
Pretty
Not
much.
trying.
Yes.
I am.
I believe you. Alright then, I just am going to cast Haste on Wabani, I think. Hang on. And I'm done.
The haste has got a range of 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Me and the map, we're not mates. I can't see where I am on the map. Hang on.
You're a ways away.
Yeah, can I run forward?
Well, I'll say you can run up and cast haste if you get close enough.
Yeah, I don't know that I can actually run. It's a bit of a stretch, to be honest.
That's close enough.
Alrighty. So, Wabani's hasted.
Mammoth 2 is running. Mammoth 3 is running. Wabani,
Okay, so on his back, now that I've got
her
him,
back.
her back,
But anyway, go on.
with the rope in place, I am trying to animal handle her to I know I can't calm her down at the moment. So what I'm going to use the rope is as a form of a reins of a sort to try to guide her in this direction. Just straight in that direction, away from my companions, all the while trying to calm her with animal handling. Her, that I've called Fred. Freddy, I guess. Fredine.
Okay, make an animal handling check with disadvantage. Since she's very agitated.
Come on, Donnaroo. Save your Scion, Donnaru. Shit, 2 and a 20. Damn it.
Oh, no.
That would have been so cool if that wasn't a disadvantage. Anyway,
Unfortunately.
it is what you said. So I am still attempting. So animal handling, but that's the calm, but still trying to guide successfully. Just keep her, because I know I can't turn her from the point of view of making her go in this direction or going back in that direction, but slightly adjusting her direction so she continues forward.
Okay. So she, as you try and control her with the reins, she bucks and sort of rears around, and it's very difficult getting control of this large creature. And you haven't had an experience anymore.
Fred, help. Fred, come on. And I'm shouting help to the other guys. Somehow soothe her. Fred. That's all I can do.
And seeing that the other mammoths are running away, she sort of turns around and starts to bolt to follow the rest of them.
Do I not have... Okay, I am hasted, so do I have another action here?
You could probably... Well, it's for dash, dodge, and an extra attack, I think, in general.
Yeah. I was just thinking if does anything make sense?
So it's an attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use object.
I know.
I mean, you could consider the rope as using object.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm done.
Okay,
so I can't think of a damn thing.
Fred is going to be heading to follow the other mammoths, which he's going to provoke from May if May wants to attack.
May sees they're leaving. No, May sees they're leaving. She's not going to attack. She wouldn't attack something that's trying to leave. Like, that's not May.
Okay.
Take your butt goes with it. So Wabani.
Freddy. Be our beast of burden, Freddy.
Alright, Azrael's turn.
Yep.
Azrael moves his 30 feet. Azrael's gonna do. Let's try and put this mammoth to sleep.
Oh.
So what is it again? It's the D8, right?
5d8.
5d8, that's 1, 2, 3. The fourth one across?
It's the fourth one across from the left.
This could be really, really funny. I so want to see how this goes.
That's a D10.
That's 10.
That's a D10? So
yep.
it's this one? My apologies.
Yes.
That's that
roll.
one.
Yeah. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Oh.
So I got... How many hit points
Unconscious
do I
from
have?
19?
It is. It collapses to the ground unconscious.
Alright. So Azrael's one's unconscious. So we have 1 minute to tie it up or do something.
Have you repaired your shackles yet?
I don't think looking at the manacles, looking at the mammoth, looking at the manacles, shaking his head.
The manacles are broken anyway.
No, it's got 2 sets of manacles.
Oh, right, okay.
So one set is broken, that's gone. That's left back at the thing.
Wabani has mending.
Manacles have been left. He didn't know you had mending. Now saddened to know that.
Jace, what are you going to do? You see a mammoth collapse to the ground, start snoring.
Okay, and all the others are fled except for Fred, who's got Wabani on his back and is chasing after the others.
Well, those mammoths are going to leave. That's a whole, 10 turns.
Yeah. So Jace just calls after Fred and says, look, this was a terrible misunderstanding. It doesn't have to be like this. Come back, stay, help us.
We've also got
Wabani
your
wants to be your
friend.
friend.
Good Freddy. Good Freddy. I'm patting him on the forehead. Good Freddy. Good Freddy. See how much you like this? I'm scratching you where you can never scratch. It's a good feeling, Freddy.
May, what are you doing?
Jason's going to heal himself too.
Okay.
Alright, what does May have? Nothing else interesting she can really do. So she moves up 30 feet. And waves to a party. That's it.
Catch you later.
Just, bye. Or yells, Freddy, come back. And that's May's turn.
Riki?
We can be friends.
Riki's just standing back and watching and shaking her head at this point. Really.
Wabani, what are you going to do?
I am going to give it my blessed Donaroo best to try once more to see if I can calm this beast into at least listening to Jace. So I guess animal handling again.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Got this. Here we go. Shit, 11.
Yeah, it's not listening to you at the moment.
So with that, if she just keeps on moving, and I don't get any difference in that from that roll, because it says I'm intuiting the animal's intentions. So if I haven't intuited good, then that she's not doing that, I will let go of one half of the rope. So just my one hand is on it. So I still have it in one hand, so it's no longer a rein. And then I'll basically get up, run down the back of her back, and then just jump off.
And then there's a dwarf standing there saying it still only counts as one. Anyway.
I lost that one over my head.
It's a Lord of the Rings reference.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So Freddy continues to run off, and eventually catches up with the other mammoths. But now you have one mammoth who's unconscious, and I think this is probably a good point to leave it for the night.
Yep.
Probably.
I was not expecting that. I really wasn't.
What did you expect us to do with the mammoths?
I don't know.
You introduced them. I was just like, he's introducing them to be beasts of burden. Why else would he not do that? Let's go get one.
Because in this day and age of animals over this year being aggressive towards things, and it's got a small family, and these creatures come up and just want to be friends with it, and it's going, no. Do not want to be friends with you. Can you go away?
And now I've got one on the verge of death, put to sleep. Hopefully we can threaten it to be our friend.
Well, I guess that's why we do it, yeah.
One way or another, positive enforcement or negative enforcement. One way
Its
will
friends
work.
have left. It's almost dead. That's why Azrael did it. He thought it was probably the best chance.
We'll have to do Empire Strikes Back, because the blizzard's about to come, so we'll have to slice open its tummy and get inside.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. All right. Well, that's good. Thank you very much for listening, guys. And remember, you can vote in the button down below or go to Filthy Pig. And we'll be reviewing this episode Wednesday next week. So come and enjoy the fun of whatever that was.
Bye, everyone.
See you.
See you later.
Bye.